Last time on Square Roots, we travel through a vast desert, visit the hidden city of the Winglies, and propose some new laws in Lawville. Hey, I got a new law to propose. Everybody be nice to me. Approved, launched, enacted. I love civics.
I have a question before we do. I guess before I do the intro, have you ever done a last time where you actually say last time we beat the game we just completed, or have we always just transitioned to the talking about the new game?
Yeah, this time is how she does it usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always do this time, and then I do like whatever the introduction is for the game.
But we never do like a last time. Yeah, like next time you won't do like a last time we beat Legend of Dragoon. Yeah.
No.
Wow.
Maybe when we've done like a sequel to a game, a direct sequel. I've done the last time we
When have
saved
we
the
done
world
that?
and
Dragon Age,
now.
Mass
Final
Effect.
Fantasy
maybe Kingdom
10
Hearts,
10-2?
Dragon Age. Yeah, I don't remember what I did for Final Fantasy X-2, but I'm sure I've done that for like one of these games. Like
I found
Just
a
curious.
data log entry that would make a good this time for Final Fantasy 13.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
It tells you
All right.
what's happening, which is really important.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Square Roots, the classic RPG podcast. My name is Jim Banks. I'm joined by Matthew Van Zant.
Hello, it's me, Matthew Van Zant. He who conquers dragons! Hi.
I forgot what I was going to call Johnny now. Johnny Divine Dragon Brandon.
not Sigfield.
No.
Okay.
Not Johnny
Melbu.
Melbu Frama.
Melbu Frama. And Vanessa.
I'm
And
Vanessa.
this is a podcast where we play and talk about your favorite classic RPGs one chunker at a time. And this is our final episode on Legend of Dragoon. It's our final gooning sesh.
Wow. We'll never goon again.
Yay!
Goon
first.
to completion.
Yeah. Yay.
Goon to completion. That's right. We finally did it.
I was worried when we started this series that I wouldn't be able to because I heard that this game was hard or complicated or something, but I'm proud of myself. I did it.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's not hard or complicated. It's long.
Thanks. Yeah, it turns
It's
out
long
it
and it's
wasn't.
slow.
It was long.
Yep. Well, that's it for this week's quest log.
Yep.
We've completed Legend of Dragoon.
We're not going to
No,
learn
it is-
anything in this week's quest log that we didn't already figure out, to be honest with you. Like, there's
Yeah.
nothing shocking here.
Are
Jim-
these new? Well, there is one
Hey.
shocking thing. There's one shocking thing,
Jim.
at least.
Jim.
Yeah.
Jim,
We'll
there's
do it when we get to
Yeah,
it.
we
Speaking
have
of
to blow
shocking
your mind.
things.
Oh, yeah.
There's a video I need you to watch, Jim Banks.
Okay.
It's an Instagram
And
video,
send it
It's
to
an
me?
Instagram video. I'm going to put it in the group chat. You need
which is
to
problematic.
read the entire text as you watch, or watch it for a bit, then read the entire post because it's
Watch
amazing.
this video from 250. So I started
Not
at
that.
250.
No, not that
not
video.
that.
No.
No,
Oh.
no, don't watch that.
That will blow your mind,
No.
Maybe we should
Abort,
go with that.
abort.
If this doesn't blow his mind, I say we
Nope,
blow his
nope,
mind
nope,
with
nope.
that one.
Okay, I've
Nope.
got it.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
But I would like to add my background, which is I was told this would blow my mind.
He's
Okay,
watching
okay.
it.
She
I'm
did
gonna
this
start it
last
right
week,
now.
Johnny. She was like, I'm not going to make him watch the video. I'm just going to tell him. And I had to yell to say no.
I like this song.
This is a video
What
of
song is it, Jim?
Jamiroquai's virtual
I knew that.
insanity. Wow, I told you. All right, moving on. Let's watch
Well,
the other video.
no. Well, let's just say so.
Yeah, let's say what it is. So it's Johnny sent me what is like the virtual insanity video by Jamiroquai, the one that famously has like the lead singer with his goofy hat kind of sliding all around the room as like the seemingly he's like the floor is moving. But in the caption of the Instagram reel that John sent me,
Mhm.
it says that the floor actually never moved, though it was the walls that were.
Yeah, they were attached to the camera, basically. So
Yeah.
the camera was on the dolly with the set on top. And
Mhm.
I think because it's behind the scenes footage, like it hasn't been processed. There's no dailies or no finishing color on it. Like you're seeing the raw footage there, and it shows it off
Yeah.
more.
I mean, it took
It's
me.
pretty
I
neat.
didn't recognize it at all until I read the caption. It still looks
Yeah.
like he is just sliding around the floor like magic.
Yeah.
I believed that everybody knew this because we all, of course, grew up watching
Pop-up
VH1's
video.
pop-up video.
Yeah, of course.
That gave us all the facts and information about every music video that aired on our favorite channel,
Yep.
VH1.
the coolest channel.
Jim, is that how you
That
knew
is
this?
actually how I knew this. Yeah.
I knew it.
What a letdown.
I knew it. I knew you would know, and I
Now
knew
watch
how
Johnny's
you would know.
problematic 80s commercials
No.
video.
Now watch that.
Watch the whole 12 minutes with your jaw on the floor like I did.
Oh god. But I still think the one that I linked to is the worst one. But there's some very bad ones.
Okay, we shouldn't talk
Well, that
about
was
it on the
great.
show, but what a letdown! What a letdown! I'm glad Johnny was here for the letdown,
Yeah.
but let's just
still,
go ahead
I
and
still appreciate you sending me that, Johnny, because I do really like that song.
Me too. It's not
I
that song sucks.
sorry.
I jumped in. To
I was
both
going
of
to say,
you.
first of all, it's not a letdown for me because it's what I hoped would happen. So, it's important to remember that a letdown for someone is let up for others.
Up.
And also, after we watched that, I watched the whole Jamiroquai video of it on the YouTubes, and then it recommended another Jamiroquai video for me, which
Was
I've
it
never
Can't Heat?
seen, of him racing in a car. It might have been
Heat in
Heat.
my
Yeah,
heels
it was like him racing
tonight.
a car
song
around.
is awesome.
No,
Oh.
no, it wasn't that. It was a different song. It was a different
there's a lot of
Jamiroquai
good songs.
song.
He's got like
And I watched about half
Galactic
of it.
Girl is one of my favorite. Is it Galaxy Girl?
What's
or-
going on?
Oh, I
in the
think it
old
was
saga of-
Galaxy Girl. It was
Yeah, that's a
Galaxy
great
Girl.
one.
Oh, the main character got away from the bad guys. That's
Mhm.
exciting.
From another
Oh,
galaxy.
he's gonna do some magic to save the day. Yay! Oh,
My
you guys done?
heart's in zero
Talking about fucking
gravity.
Jamiroquai?
I feel like Matt's
I
not into
guess.
Jamiroquai talk.
Hot
Cosmic
gaming
Girl?
news.
Cosmic Girl.
Are we
Cosmic
ever going to
Girl.
be done talking about
hope so.
Jamiroquai?
Futures made of virtual insanity now always.
How right you
seem
were,
to-
Jamiroquai. How little he knew and how correct he was.
Do you think he's okay? Like, what's he got going on these days?
I hope he still wears that hat.
Right.
Yeah, he still wears that
He
hat.
definitely does.
I had a good friend in college who wore that hat for about 2 years.
His name is J.
Was your friend
His name was
Jamiroquai?
not JK. I don't want to dox him on this podcast. I'll just say his name was Nick.
No, that's a Jamiroquai's guy's name.
I know, it's JK.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Who,
Yeah.
I know who Jamiroquai is, Jim.
Honk.
What is he up to now?
Honk.
Honk.
What does honk mean?
Honk.
Oh, he's honking.
Go ahead, Matt.
There is a new DC Comics fighting game that has been announced. DCKO, based on the recently completed big summer event of the same name. DCKO saw all of DC's heroes and villains, okay, some of them, all fighting in a tournament to become, I don't know, God or something. Who cares? And breaking news. Oh, it's a mobile game. No, that's okay.
No,
I feel
no.
like, are we to the point now where there's a thing as fighting game slop?
Yeah.
It feels like there's fighting game
Yeah.
slop now.
No.
Like,
That Multiverses game came out, and that's the definition of fighting game slop.
yeah.
I heard it was all right, but it's for kids. It was for kids. I think it's also. Did they take it down? I feel like
Yes.
it's. Yeah, you can't even play that anymore.
Yeah, congratulations if you spent money on like buying characters for that game because you cannot play it anymore. This
I
is
bought
the future
like,
Sony wants.
3 Destiny 2 expansions I can't play anymore, which that makes me a little mad. I gotta
But that
say.
lasted a decade. Multiverses lasted less than a year.
I know,
think.
but I want like that first expansion for Destiny 2 was rad, and I want to play it again sometime, and
Yeah.
I can't.
So, anybody else? Any hot gaming news?
Oh, right. Let's see what Matt has put in. He did all the emotional
When you
labor.
put it like that,
I'm giving you credit that keep performing the emotional labor for this podcast, and we should acknowledge this.
thank you. It's actually not emotional labor; it's just labor.
Oh,
You don't have to
okay.
put the emotional qualifier in front of it. Yes, Vanessa.
In March of 2009, JK's black Ferrari Enzo suffered nearly 10,000 pounds worth of damage during an altercation with hotel chef Aaron Billington at the Brundle Hotel in Alderburgh. Billington was drunk and motivated by romantic interest in a woman with whom Kay was interacting. He lost his job and he was jailed for 20 weeks.
Wow.
That's what you get for messing with someone's Enzo. I saw an Enzo in Denver, Colorado once, and this guy was there, and he was a middle-aged man with a young blonde lady in his Enzo, and I was like, that's a nice Enzo. And he said, thank you.
Apparently, JK owns over 100 cars.
What do you do? Like, I think I could own like 4. I feel like that would be, and I'm a nutso for cars, but I feel like any more than that,
You're nutso for
I feel
cars.
like any more than that's too much.
Too much car.
And you can't lend them out because they are all like crazy hard to like control supercars, right? Like, so you can't like be like, oh yeah, drive my Enzo anytime. Like that guy who crashed that. Remember that guy who crashed the Enzo, the Gizmondo guy who had that.
I remember that.
Yeah.
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 Vince McMahon crashed a Ferrari when he was drunk one time too. That guy sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. Although they're hard to drive cars, and you shouldn't drive them drunk.
Other cars,
Looks
it's
like
probably
he's
fine
not
though, right?
pleased with the job we're doing on.
No,
Matt's
Matt.
typing his resignation on his phone.
Anyway.
Yeah, we're just doing the gaming news.
So
We're just talking.
Nintendo, there's like a lawsuit out. Is it a class action suit because you bought your Nintendo tariffs or consoles in the United States with tariffs on them, and then the tariffs were ruled unconstitutional, or I don't know. Look, I'm not American here, but they were taken down. So now this guy's like, some people are like, hey, Nintendo, can we have a money back, please, if you're getting refunded for the tariffs? And Nintendo's like, lol, no, lol. Get your tariff
I have a real
refunds from
question.
Trump.
I have a real question about that. What is Nintendo supposed to do? They don't have a record of
That's
who
my
bought their
question.
fucking consoles. They sell them to retailers. Also, you paid the tariff to the retailers.
Oh, way to
Nintendo
Yeah, the
raised their
retailers are the one that
prices.
paid the tariff, right?
way to carry water for Trump and Nintendo, Matt.
You know what? The tariffs went right to everybody's pockets anyway.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
They just went right into Americans' wallets. So what are they even complaining about?
We're all benefiting from
It's
the
just
We have a
tariff.
such
beautiful
an
reflecting
asinine
pool.
concept that Nintendo is supposed to somehow figure out how to fucking refund people. Like some companies are doing that, right? I think FedEx is refunding people that paid additional money for tariffs, but they've got a record of everybody that bought something and how much fucking
because
extra money
that
they
person
spent.
actually
Right.
paid the tariff. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna if there's a tariff on fucking beef or something, I'm not gonna ask McDonald's for a refund when they increase the price of their hamburger.
And listen, Nintendo's not perfect, for sure. They just got laughed out of the Japanese copyright court for some dipshit copyright that they tried to claim in their Pal World lawsuit that apparently got some sort of snarky response from the court, which is apparently unheard of in Japan. Because I don't know, I'm not a lawyer, but it sounded like it was pretty fucking silly, you know. And
I think it had to do with didn't it have to do with like the scope of what Nintendo was trying to patent, which was like a ball that you throw that's red on top and white on the bottom or whatever.
Not even that specific, like just the concept of monster hunting games in general, basically.
Silly. Disney tries to do that. Didn't Epic Games try to do that or some other gaming company tried to do something like that?
A lot of them try to do it, but it's not really. And in some cases, you can be awarded the patent by like the patent office because they go through so many. And not everybody is a subject expert in every area. So you can sort of phrase things so it makes it sound as if you're doing something innovative, but then if it's challenged, you still have to prove
Yeah.
like, oh no, I actually was like the first person
You
to
can
do
file
this.
like
And
provisional,
that's where
a
Nintendo falls
provisional
apart.
patent too, to just kind of test and see if something's
Yeah.
already patented. Can't you?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, listen, I'm not trying to carry water for Nintendo or the Trump administration, but that piece of news this week I thought was pretty fucking boneheaded. I had a bit of gaming news, which is that the Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls upcoming Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls.
Togon, bro.
Yeah, John, Tokon.
Skibbity dibbity.
Which is the new Arc System Works fighting game that it features all Marvel characters, has an open beta this past weekend now. We're recording on Saturday, so it's still going on right now for us. I played it for a good chunk of the day today, in between carting children around, and you know what? It's fun as hell. It's really good.
That's good.
It does that.
Who's your favorite
Did
character?
you get to play as Cyclops?
No. I played as Blade a lot because Blade was really fun, and I also played a bit as Ghost Rider. It does not have all of the characters available. It just has about, I think, half or maybe a little more than half of them available to play for the beta weekend, because it is just free to download and play. You do have to buy the game when it comes out next week, but this weekend it's free to play.
Oh, you have to like commit to buying it?
No.
Oh,
It is just a free beta. I just downloaded it and started playing it. I'm going to buy it, I think, but probably not day of or anything. I'm busy in the next few weeks anyway. But
you've been talking about playing as Cyclops for
Cyclops
weeks.
not released yet. He's like the first new character, right?
Yep, Cyclops was announced like 2 days ago as the first DLC character. And it's not just Cyclops, it is actually Phoenix Cyclops, because
That's not a thing.
it is a thing for sure.
It's not a thing. Jean Grey's the Phoenix. Everyone knows this.
It spun out of the Avengers versus X-Men series, Vanessa, where the Avengers and the X-Men were fighting because the Phoenix was coming back to Earth and was going to probably take over Jean, but I think maybe she was dead at the time. Who can remember? Who knows? And so the Avengers and the X-Men had to get in a fight over who was going to be the Phoenix, and then the X-Men managed to win and get the Phoenix, but it got split up into 5 of them. Cyclops, Emma Frost, Namor, don't ask me questions about that, Colossus, Magic. And then they tried to make the world a better place with their crazy Phoenix powers, and then inevitably went crazy and started trying to kill each other to complete the Phoenix Force for themselves. Yes, Jim?
Did you know that if you take the H out of the word Phoenix, it is Penix?
I did not know that. Yes, Johnny?
Jim has a question.
Okay. Johnny, I like that this Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, it's a dumb name. What do you want from me? I didn't name it.
What does it mean?
Like, I don't know. I don't work for Arc System Works.
I'm going to Google it.
Google it.
What's it called? Tokon what?
Fighting Souls.
Tokon Fighting Souls.
I like that they're doing some like deep cuts, like Penny Parker is one of the playable characters, which is fun. And they used like the new Ghost Rider that has the car and magic and danger.
Oh, okay. I got it. So Tokon does indeed, according to Reddit, translate to something like fighting spirit. So it's called Marvel Fighting Spirit Fighting Souls.
Yeah, that's silly. But yeah, they really got me with that Cyclops announcement. Like, I love Cyclops. I'm a big Cyclops fan, and to introduce him as your first DLC character and have it be like a weird deep cut Phoenix Cyclops, evil Cyclops. Yes, give it to me.
I feel like the Phoenix Force would have been very happy in Cyclops.
I don't know. Sometimes that Phoenix Force is kind of evil, you know, and sometimes it's not. It's not. It's what do you want from me? It's comic books. It's dumb.
Just want a little compassion for the Phoenix Force.
I saw a Cyclops in a movie today, but not that Cyclops.
Well, save
James
that for
Marsden.
your level up.
Yeah. Would have been funny if the big Cyclops in the Odyssey was played by James Marsden.
It would be pretty funny.
That would have been
actually.
pretty funny.
So the next Gears of War game was announced, but it's got Kratos in it. That's weird.
Gears of War, E-Day. Oh, are we talking about E-Day?
That's true.
I'm making a bit. I'm making a bit because GOW could be Gears of War or it could be God of War.
Oh, it's almost never Gears of War.
Mm-hmm.
Why would it be? Those games suck.
I like that second one
Wow.
quite a bit. I thought it was good, except for the frigid. Was it the second or third one that kills a character? I really
The third
like?
one, I think.
And
Remember when cover-based shooters were like the hottest thing on earth? Ugh.
yeah,
That was an era of video gaming that I was not interested in.
I will
Cover-based shooters
say-
and corridor RPGs.
Grand Theft Auto putting in cover-based combat made them good to play. Like I love
Yeah,
Grand
it
Theft
made
Auto.
the
Nothing wrong with
combat way
adding
better.
cover
Yeah.
to the game. I don't ever. There's nothing wrong with cover in your game, but it's when that's the whole game. Is let's do some cover-based combat. All right, moving on. Let's
It's
do
also
some
large men
cover-based combat.
being
We know why
aggro.
you like
They
it,
had some
Johnny.
chainsaw guns or something.
New God of War game has been announced. It's another Kratos-focused game, but it ties directly into Laffy, God of War Laffy.
Did you guys talk about
Boy,
the
do I
guy
like them God of War
hurt
games.
his arm? Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah,
last-
we did. Yeah.
And so was it
Yeah,
Matt
we did.
saying it might be Braun Strowman? Oh, it was Jim, I think, saying it might be Braun
I
Strowman.
said, yeah, I had heard like Braun Strowman had been posting that he was interested, and then he posted like a picture of his name on a visitor pass at what looked like a game studio or some kind of office.
Has he ever posted that he's interested in me? Just out of
I
curiosity.
don't think so. I you know, speaking, but like going back to Kratos, Kratos is like a short little. He's a Spartan. He's a short little Greek guy. Braun Strowman's like 7 feet tall.
Just
Yeah,
a
In
guy.
no way, shape, or form have I ever thought of Kratos as short or little.
He is. He is.
He's
Kratos
always
is.
small compared to the
Kratos
people
is
around
very
him.
short. Yes, Kratos is short.
Huh. Short.
And, you know, I'm
king.
gonna Google it
Yes.
actually. How tall is
Google it.
Kratos? I just assumed
Yeah,
he was
Google.
like.
I'll just-
Google
Oh,
Kratos
Kratos
is short.
is 6 feet. No, actually, Kratos has two official heights depending on the game era.
Ooh.
Standing at 7 feet 8 inches during his
Oh.
Greek era.
Well.
That's stupid. And 6 feet 4.5 inches in his Norse
Oh,
era.
so he's like
That's Jim
sized. Yeah.
Hey, just a little
That's
guy.
a little taller than Jim.
Yeah.
So I
could
was
be
right and you were
Kratos.
wrong.
Maybe I should be Kratos.
Vindication, vindicated.
Really?
He was vindicated by the internet. Braun Strowman is terrible. So please no, thank you.
What?
What?
He's
Johnny's
Wow.
boyfriend, future husband, Braun Strowman.
Well, I don't know that he's an awful person, but I've seen his work in the WWE and he was atrocious. And if you can't act in the WWE, I don't know how you're going to act on a television show where you have to read lines.
It's true.
He just doesn't have to say anything other than
Boy.
boy.
Ooh, that's a good point. What if that's all he says the whole show?
Wife dead. Wife
What if
dead.
they write him
Nope, too
dialogue,
much-
but he
too
just has to
much
say
dialogue.
boy over and over
Wife
again?
dead again. Second time wife dead. Kind of a pattern.
This
Oh,
lesbian
people
wants
were
to
saying
sleep with
Triple
me.
H should do it.
No.
Nope.
He's
Nobody
too
from the
old.
WWE should do anything. None of them are any good at anything except for Dave Bautista and John Cena. And so that was just pure luck.
Yeah.
None of the rest
What
of them are any
about
good.
what about Dwayne the Rock Johnson? Oh, I have some news.
He's awful.
This
What
is
about him?
this is a honk. This is a honker.
Ooh.
Maybe this is not true. I don't know if this is an internet legend or not. But I had heard that they had made an announcement that guess who's making their big screen a return? Like everybody's freaking out. It's Black Adam returning
All
in Man of
right.
Tomorrow. I heard.
I thought I thought they reset the DCU. Is it?
They did, but they're bringing some of it in, like Peacemaker season 2 tied into the new DCU. So the original was that was the DCEU, and the new one is the DCU. But
Okay.
Peacemaker season 2 carried over from Peacemaker season 1, and Peacemaker carried over from the Suicide Squad movie. But those were set in the DCEU, and now in the DCU. And
What about
they're
Jason
bringing,
Momoa? Like he's playing two characters in.
Well,
like
no.
he's-
So he's not playing Aquaman. He's only playing Lobo.
Okay.
And they did decide that Blue Beetle movie that was not very good. That he is going
I
to
like
be
that
in
one.
the. He is going to be in the. Which was a DCEU movie technically at the time, but he is going to be in Man of Tomorrow as Blue Beetle. So that character also is just kind of come over. They're playing it fast and loose, and I don't really care. I don't like Black Adam very much, and I don't like The Rock, and that movie was fucking awful, other than a few
I've never seen it.
good moments, which were mostly Pierce Brosnan as fucking Dr. Fate kicked ass.
That was going to bring me to my next thing, as I heard that Pierce
really
Brosnan might be coming back as Dr. Fate.
Man, I was really into that. And he was kind of the perfect casting for it, because that character is originally, I think now they've made him like Hispanic or something, which is fine. But I think originally he was like one of those, like old, like, he was an English adventurer who went out to the dark Middle Asia and found the scary mask or some shit. Pierce Brosnan was kind of perfect for that. They had Hawkman in that movie, and I really liked him a lot. I thought he was really good. But if that means I don't know that I like that trade-off. I don't think I do. Fucking Henry Cavill showed up at the end of that Black Adam movie. What are we doing here? Just trying to confuse people. What do you think, Vanessa?
Well, I think that I can understand that Superman is a reoccurring character, even though he's played by multiple different actors at different points in time.
This is clearly not the same Superman.
Yeah, but I still understand that Superman is a character and different actors.
Yeah, but
can
you're
play
smarter
him,
than the
and he's
average
still
viewer.
Superman. Oh, that's true. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but
It's not worth tooting
quantifiably,
over. The average viewers
I am above average
sadly
in
lacking
certain
in
areas.
any sort of critical thinking. I just don't like. I don't like Dwayne Johnson, and I don't like him as Black Adam, and I don't like Black Adam. So I'm not happy about any of that. I hope it's not true.
I don't really have any opinions on Black
It's
Adam.
boring.
Yeah, he is boring. He's sort of Namor, but
Yeah.
lightning.
The Rock kind of
Namor
sucks.
also
anyway.
boring.
He's not a
He
very good
does.
actor.
He plays basically his fucking WWE persona in those Fast and the Furious movies, and I can't think of anything else he was ever in that I thought, oh, he's pretty good in this.
Sometimes we like to talk about interesting action figures or dolls that are being released on this show. I would encourage everyone to go look up the Mattel Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as Maui from the live-action Moana doll, because it is something.
Is that a Barbie-sized one, or is it?
Don't know. I think maybe it's... I don't want to call it a hate crime, but, it's verging.
I found a mint inbox Rufus figure. It's not a posable figure, from Street Fighter 4 for $21 on eBay, and I think that's a birthday present for me. I'm gonna get. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Buy your action figures off of eBay. If they're not, if they've been opened, they have no value. So
The
you can
kids
get whatever
these
you
days
want.
are really into super posable action figures, like SH Arts action figures, which cost around $100 a piece.
Yeah.
My son likes to buy knockoff SH Arts brand action figures off of these like shitty drop shipping websites. He got a Batman the other day. It looks fantastic.
Yeah.
And it
Oh, wow.
it does seem they don't seem to be quite as posable. Like he got a superior Spider-Man, and like it couldn't hold a pose really. He kind of glued it in place. But when they come, they're always the Batman he got was Bi-Man, BAI man. And the Spider-Man was Superior Neighbor.
The Final Fantasy Play Arts figures from like Final Fantasy 8 and 9 and all those, they like when they were new, they were like $100 to $200 for like a posable figure, and now you can get them out of just usually with the accessories for like $20. So I'm gonna get some of those because they were awesome. I just didn't want to spend hundreds of dollars on them.
I encourage people to look at buying things on the secondary market these days, because there's just too much stuff. There's too much.
Is that it for our honk? There is some neat stuff about so Amazon ditched Clutch, which was this racing game being developed by people who were making, I think, the Wreckfest games. Is that right? No, this wasn't. This is ex Playground Games people who did like Forza Horizon 5. And they found funding and are going to release their game on their own, which is really awesome. And I'm very excited because it's another Forza Horizon style game, but looks really good.
Some late breaking hot gaming news that's not game related at all, but we've been talking comic book stuff this whole time, so why not? Ryan Gosling has been officially cast as Ghost Rider in the MCU.
Why? What?
Will
Why?
that ever materialize, or will it be like that Blade movie that never came out?
I like what's his name? The newer
I do
Ghost
too,
Rider.
Actually.
Danny
Nick
Danny
Cage?
Torres, is that his
Nick
name?
Cage.
It's not Danny. Danny Ketch was the second Ghost Rider. I was just playing as him in a video game today, and now I can't remember the kid's name. I like him too, and I like that it's like that he has like a hot rod. I don't give a shit about motorcycles. The hot rod is cool.
Yeah. Show me Hot
Yeah,
Rod
Maybe
guy.
he will be a hot rod
I
man.
want to see.
Wasn't
He
there a show
won't.
about him that only lasted like 3 episodes or something before it got
Wasn't
canceled?
he in like Agents of Shield or
He
something?
was.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe he showed up in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or one of those.
Yeah, I think that was the case. He was on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and he was good. It was a good character. It was.
Did you watch
interesting.
Agents of Shield? Are you one of the 9 people that watched all of Agents of Shield?
Ugh, it was so
It was
bad.
me. I watched all of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and I watched all of
How did
Ghost
you-
Rider. Not Ghost Rider. Gotham.
Robbie
Oh,
Reyes. Robbie Reyes is the new Ghost
Yeah.
Rider. I like him a lot, and a lot more than the old Ghost Riders. But I watched the first season, maybe and a half of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and it was so fucking bad.
I mean, I like it.
Yeah, it got
I
better.
don't believe you.
That was the one with like the whole Tahiti plot, right? Like, yeah, I remember. all that.
Yeah. It got much
I
better.
don't
And then I
believe
think
you.
it got a little worse. And then it
I think I
ended
watched
okay.
it when I had watched like a few episodes of the first season and thought it was terrible. And then I heard that the second season was so much better. So I went and watched part of the second season and was like, no, this is just as bad as the first season was, and you're all fucking liars.
Mhm.
All right, that's enough of us talking about great hot gaming news and other kinds of news. Why don't we plug all of our cool streams?
Now, Jim was streaming last night, but I didn't turn it on because it was so
It
legend.
did.
There's
I
midnight.
did stream last night. I finished what did I finish playing? I finished playing a game called Sleep Awake, which is a first person, like it's a walking simulator horror game with some stealth in it, and the stealth kind of really sucked. I don't understand what happened in it. I think it's about like it takes place in the future where people are disappearing whenever they go to sleep. So people are going to incredible lengths to stay awake, and there's like a religious cult that you have to stay away from while trying to keep you and your sister awake. And then it turns into something really weird that has to do with like ghosts and your dad, and it was fine. It's a Blumhouse game, which like they've done. I think they've put out like 4 or 5 games so far. Pretty hit or miss, in my opinion. They did that Fear the Spotlight game that I tried to stream, but it was so boring. Vanessa watched it. It was real dumb.
Mhm.
And let's see. Oh, and I finished another playthrough of the Silent Hill 2 remake, and I got the dog ending and I got the rebirth ending. So that's exciting.
How was
But yeah.
the dog ending?
The dog ending was great. It was way better than I expected.
Did it still have the rolling pizza and stuff over Eddie?
I don't remember.
Did
I
it
don't
have the
remember.
dog growling at Eddie?
At Eddie or at James?
At Eddie.
I don't think so. Not
Because
that I remember.
Eddie
It
killed
was-
the dog, remember? And so in
Oh,
the
that's
original
right.
Silent 2 thing, like first of all, they keep rolling like a GIF, or not even a GIF, like a JPEG of pizza over the movie, and then whenever it shows Eddie, the dog growls.
Oh no, I think it does do that. I was really taken with it when so James stumbles into the room and he sees the dog, and then the dog pauses and slowly turns his chair around like very dramatically to look at James. And it's it's a Shiba Inu, which are really stupid looking dogs. And it was great. The Rebirth ending was super good. That's a new one for the remake, I think. But yeah, super good. That's a great game. If you guys haven't played it, you should play Silent Hill 2 remake. But yeah, you can find those streams on our YouTube channel, Square Roots Gaming. Johnny, what's happening with Bears and Games Neo?
Oh, I'm watching this dog press buttons, and it looks so good.
Yeah.
Wow, they really went for it here.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bears and Games. I wrote another script for another one of those car review episodes for Vice City. Cool. And I've even recorded the voiceover. I just haven't had time to do the edit yet. But I'll try to do that in the next week or so. And then what else is there? The actual Vice City episode. I've been working on the script for that. I did have to play like 11-ish hours of a game this week for some reason, so I didn't have as much time. Vanessa. Legend of Dragoon.
Final Fantasy 13?
Oh yeah, I'm excited to hear
Dispatch and Dispatch. So I played through a chapter of that. Anyway, but yeah, no excuses. It's coming out soon. You'll get it probably in my birthday month of August. Everyone loves August because I'm going to turn 25.
Yay! Yeah. A quarter of your life
can
gone.
You imagine? I feel so old. Anyway, yeah, so that's it for Johnny. How about we turn on the quest log?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So Vanessa demanded that we all go do this extra bonus content. She said she would quit the show if we did not. And obviously we all did it, right, guys? Right?
I did. Well, not all of it. I didn't get every single piece of Stardust. So just FYI.
That's fine. That child can die. It's not a big deal.
She was getting better. She'll be fine.
Why didn't they? Did they not? Why didn't they try to utilize the magical power of the silver white dragon that has crazy healing magic powers?
Right. Yeah, I was very confused about that as well. That's just for healing dragoons.
So we went back to Velweb, and I'll just kind of run us through this real quick because it's not super relevant to the rest of the game. Shirley asked us to murder the ghosts of the dead dragoons. She wants us to get in there and fuck those dead dragoon ghosts up. So first I killed the wind dragoon, and he was a nerd with glasses that was obsessed with life and death. And when he learned about how the Winglies control death and the hell of the nothingness that they send souls to, he decided not to move on into the afterlife. And so
Pretty smart.
Yeah. But we do kill him. We do. We bust that ghost. We murder the shit out of him.
I feel like with a better translation, this could have been really poignant. Like we have to go through and basically kill all of Rose's friends. Yeah. One who is not a friend. One is very specifically not a friend of hers. They do not like each other. But the other ones, it's like, I don't know. I actually liked... I wish this game had put some effort into its translation because I think it's a really interesting and good scene. Reminds you of like something from the best of the Final Fantasy games. I really like this section. That's my hot take.
It's just that you have to headcanon a lot of it. I also don't think it's just the translation. I think there's not a lot here in the script. Like, it's not like there are large sections where like Rose is like having emotional moments about doing this. You know what I mean? That aren't in the game. Like, you just go into these rooms and these people tell you why they're still ghosts, and then you kill them. Like, that's it.
I really get the impression they just ran out of time with this game. Like, there's this last chunker feels like it has a whole game's worth of stuff happen compressed to like
all of the character work that they could have worked into the game, basically.
Yeah, it feels like the sequel. Chunker. It's the sequel. Like, they should have made 2 games here. They should have Final Fantasy VII remaked it because there's way too much stuff. And this
they shouldn't.
Yeah,
but They could. They should.
This would have been like a
Don't.
really good, extended side quest chain with more time. Like, but yeah,
Maybe
the game
spread them
doesn't
across the world.
Yeah, because I also really like how whenever you get to one of these people's locations, it like shifts in time and it's them back in their old office or their old library, and nothing's changed and they're stuck there. They're kind of in this purgatory and you have to rescue them. I really liked all this stuff. It would be better with more done to it. Like, I think there's a lot of really good ideas here.
Mm-hmm.
So next up, I killed the Thunder Dragoon, who we learned makes weird dolls out of all of the people that he's killed, and he won't move on because he has not killed enough people. So
That's weird.
Yeah, that guy kind of
cool.
sucks. And he and Rose
Problematic.
do not like each other. She's
yeah, I
like,
can't imagine why. I don't
Yeah.
understand it.
he makes trophies of his conquests, and she thought it was creepy.
Ironically, at this point, she has probably killed more people than he ever did in his lifetime.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And a lot of them were babies, which probably he would have loved to hear about, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. She could have been
That is
like,
ironic.
hey, check out
Why
my
can't
baby dolls that I
we
made
be
of
friends?
108
Why
babies
can't
I've killed.
we be friends?
107. After that, I killed the Water Dragoon. She is only 15 years old. She's younger than Meru, we learn.
She's sort of
Well,
just
she was
Meru,
15 years
though.
old when she died.
Yeah. She's 11,015 years old. We also learned that
She
her
seems
father
like
was
a-
a... Go ahead. Liz.
She seems like a carbon copy of Meru.
They all do.
But they all do. Like, they all have the same movesets and weapons and...
They just have different faces. Even the bodies are the same. They just
Well-
plugged new heads on.
Well, like the
Which
the
there's
guy
no-
who's obsessed with death is not like Haschel.
He's exactly
very
like
different.
him. He's got a
No.
different head.
Well, I just mean in terms of character, they're different.
In terms of character, but there's no reason why every water dragon should use a hammer, you know?
Yeah.
Because
Because
Meru
Soa
just
Soa
happens
willed it.
to
For a
use a
water.
hammer.
Soa willed it.
Yeah, you're right. Soa did will it, and I forgot about Great Soa, and that's on me.
We learned that this water dragoon's father is a human, but her mother is a mermaid, which is just like in Albert's story.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I forgot
It was
about
a true
that.
story. And then she became a dragoon, and then we had to kill her ghost. We kill her good.
Kill that little girl. These
And
fights
finally-
were not hard, which I appreciated.
I thought that two of them were not hard, but the Thunder Dragoon and the Gold Dragoon got turns on turns on turns, sometimes 3 turns in a row before I would get a turn. And I was never like in danger of dying, but it was really fucking slow and annoying.
I always save that speed down until things turn red and then throw it at them so that because yes, once they hit red, they go crazy and have so many turns for some reason.
Yeah, that's really smart. Finally, we fight the Gold Dragoon. He's a big simpleton like Kongol. He loves children or some shit. I don't know. And
like
he
the Zangief.
basically just refuses to believe that either he or Shirley could have died. And who cares? We kill him. We kill his ghost. We bust him.
Did it make you feel
Banish him.
good?
No. He seemed like a nice dude. Did it make you feel good? I mean, you guys love banishing, right? So that's basically this whole section.
We do love banishing.
I ain't afraid of no ghost. We do.
Anyway,
especially when,
that's that. That's all
When
for it.
Kongol's ghost buddy or ghost Kongol did give me that oral sex while I was sleeping, I was like, I crossed my eyes because it was so good.
I will say they all give you a lot of experience, and the game was already pretty easy and was just an absolute cakewalk after this.
Yeah, that was my experience as well.
You know what I don't like about that scene, John, where Dan Aykroyd gets filleted by
Everything,
a ghost?
I would assume.
Everything?
I hate that you see his underwear. I just am so disturbed by seeing Dan Aykroyd's tidy whities. I just don't like it.
I
It's
never liked
just
seeing
his
tidy whities on
explicit-
anyone.
It's his explicit fantasy that he somehow managed to not get edited out. He was like, if you cut this scene, we're all out. I guess he said to like
he
Harold
put a gun
Ramis.
to like the second unit director's head and made him film that, and then demanded it be cut into the film.
Then he found out that the editor had like gambling debts that he paid off.
He says, and the underwear has to be in the shot. I want people to know that I'm in my underwear. No pajama pants.
They're like, I'll do it, but you can't have a boner. You cannot actually have an erection.
It's going to be pretty difficult.
How many shots did it take? All right, back to the main story. We have to go to the Death City, Mayfill. And in order to do that, we have to teleport from the Lost City, and it makes us go back through the whole fucking Scooby-Doo bullshit again to do another law, to turn the teleporter on, to go to fucking Death City, Mayfill.
I can't believe you didn't spend the time to like turn off all encounters and the robots.
And
There's not
pass
very
the
many
law
encounters.
where you don't have to wait in line to pass a law. I did that one.
Really?
Yeah, I
Why?
don't know.
I guess it's good for grinding.
Yeah.
There's really
Yeah,
not
that's
a
why
lot
she
of
did it.
there's not a lot of random battles in this. There
it's
are no
true.
random battles in these areas. Only
Except for
on the
landing.
steps beforehand. Yeah, on the landing.
And in the prison.
And in the prison, which I only went to once because I'm good at video games. So we teleport to Mayfill, and the scene cuts to Zeeg. He's already in Mayfill. And he says that maybe this place is connected to the Devildom. But it doesn't matter. And I don't know what the fuck that means.
What is the devil?
Does this come? I guess it does sort of come up with what's his name? The guy that
Don't worry
shows
about
up.
it. The Return of the King is what you're thinking of.
No, I'm thinking of that guy that
Oh,
shows
wait.
up. That possesses
Yeah, Zackwell.
Zackwell.
Yes, Zackwell is a
Yeah,
devil
it has to
from
do with
the Devildom.
Zackwell. This says Devildom relates to the dark forces influencing Mayfield and the demonic parasite linked to the spirit Zackwell.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with anything else that happens in this game. It is just a time filler. Rose is surprised to find that the place is still working. I don't know why, because the last two places were still working. So she says that during the Dragon campaign, they destroyed this place completely.
Yeah.
So I guess that
You answered your own question.
we immediately run into the spirit of Fairbrand, the dragon, and we can fight him.
Yeah, you don't
In fact,
have
we can
to.
fight Fairbrand, Rigol, and then I believe the Divine Dragon, all in a row here, which are the three that we didn't kill the Dragoon versions of.
Yeah.
Because they're still alive.
No, we killed Feybrand, didn't we?
No, we did wind, water. Isn't Rigol water? I'm so confused.
Yeah. So there was no save points and no items during this whole stretch. I was like, by the time I got to, I thought I was going to die at Divine Dragon. Like I just had Dart alive by the last one of these. It was so close. Like I think he had like 80 hit points left.
Yeah, I had a tough time too. I didn't die, but if I recall correctly, this might be the one that I was telling Vanessa. Everybody died immediately. Yeah, everybody died except for Dart, who I had gotten that legendary cask for early in the game that makes his magic defense so high that
10,000
these guys can't fucking
gold?
hurt him. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
That's
the
a good
Divine
idea.
Dragon was either he misses half the time, and when he does hit, he does like 110 damage.
I had that happen with the last boss of the game where he just didn't do very much damage, and it was pretty funny.
And so Dart was fine, and I had Dart do this entire fight alone. It took a long time. And when I got him deep into the red, in fact, what I did is I killed him, and then I used the rewind function, went back to that last turn, and used angel prayers on my two dead teammates, and then killed him so that everybody could get the XP.
Ooh, very smart.
Yeah.
I got
ended up-
lucky that he didn't get a turn in there to
from the
to
second dragon
one shot.
From the second dragon onward, I put Miranda in my party full time just so that she could be raising people, so I didn't have to be worried that I didn't have enough angel prayers left. So yeah, she turns out to be pretty useful, though I didn't like that arrow, the multi-arrow attack, because it doesn't have the SP boost that one of the other late game arrows has. That is super useful for her because I want to be getting her as many turns of healing as
Makes
possible.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
Hot
WD-40
strategy
this chair.
corner.
Then we come across a series of rooms that are connected to like a puzzle room that drops you through the floor if you don't walk a certain path.
I had to look this up because
That
I
was
was not figuring
neat.
it out. I was like, why am I dropping in some and not in others? I just looked this up.
What did it
because
say?
didn't
I mean,
wanna
I
bother.
figured it out.
You can only walk on the squares that are flash red.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
that get a
it's
red
because
spark.
like
Yeah,
the
when the
sparkles
lightning
pass
hits
through if there's a hole. So if it sparkles,
Yeah.
that means it's
Yeah.
hitting plexiglass, and you can step on there.
It's a real Sierra game puzzle right there.
I didn't think so, and like I'm not much better at puzzles than you are, I think. Honestly, and I really you can see it splash. It's like obviously that's something.
I just couldn't figure
It's
out.
really
what
hard
it
to
was.
notice when the game is at 250%.
True.
Yeah, probably.
speed.
I did have to use the rewind function a lot here, though. Like I was not restarting this fucking floor, so I would
Yeah.
fall and just be like, I'll just
Yeah,
back it up
I
10
tried-
seconds.
I dropped a couple of times and like, no, I'm not figuring this out. I don't have time. I need to finish this. So I went through and just followed the exact instructions for getting through this stuff.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
We go through a couple of rooms here, and one of them, Dart finds a soul that he says he recognizes, but I don't know what that was about.
It's his mom.
And then we find a room. Is it his
Yeah,
mom?
I think it's
Okay.
his mom. Yeah.
And then we find a room with all the souls of the people killed by the black monster, and they're not happy
No,
with
they're
her.
pissed.
Yeah, I like that actually. I thought that was a good little scene.
And then, of course, we get to probably the best and most important part of this game, which is that a little further along in this dungeon, we come across the ghost of
Lavit
Lavit.
Slam?
Lavit
Ooh.
Slambert is
Yeah.
back, baby.
Lavit Slambert.
This was great. We all missed
can't believe
Lavitz.
he's
We all
back.
love Lavitz, and it was wonderful to see him again.
He's totally normal.
He's totally fine.
Yeah.
He's a little blue.
It's great. He didn't even
Yeah.
die. He's fine.
yeah.
And he's like
Basically,
he's purple now. He's like his skin has turned purple, and he's
Yeah.
like his eyes are glowing white, and he has like
He
some
has
sort
like a
of
weird
parasite
starfish on his back.
Yeah, he has a parasite on his back, but otherwise
He's
gonna
shirtless for
rejoin
some
the party.
reason.
Yeah, you can see his nipples.
That's
That's
his
cool.
mustache.
Did John's computer just freeze right there? Like right. Can you guys see Johnny's frozen
Yes.
screen? It's got a great.
I could see it. I was in the middle of saying an F, I think, like frozen. My phone ran out of batteries. I will go plug it in. But no more camera. You won't see what I'm doing. I guess I can.
Well,
just be
don't
naked.
though, because I mean,
Why
you
would
could,
you have to be
I
naked?
guess.
Why can't you? Why can't you have clothes on?
I had not
hide
been
non-video
aware that
participants.
Lavitz had a little mustache until this point in the game. Because we get some Lavitz cutscenes here, and it really zooms in on his face, and he does have a little mustache. Was this a surprise for anyone else? Maybe
Maybe
it's
that's a
his hell
mustache he grew in hell.
I don't think he had a mustache. Yeah, I think it was a hell mustache.
It was like dainty. It was like a dainty little
I didn't
mustache.
notice this though.
I swear I'm not making it up.
I think you are.
Maybe.
I looked him up. I looked it up. I can't. There's not a lot of good pics of this game online.
Yeah,
It's just
I
not
took a
a-
bunch of screenshots, but they're on my Steam Deck.
I'm sure I got a screenshot of this mustache. I'll find it. I'll send
Oh,
it.
I got one. I got one. I got one.
Can you see the mustache? Can you see it?
There's no mustache. You made it up.
I didn't make it up.
Huh. Is it, Vanessa, does it bring you back to like swooning when that guy said, was it as you wish to the princess and the princess bride?
Well, to be totally honest with you, Johnny, I never loved Princess Bride as much as my contemporaries.
What the fuck?
Matt just sent a picture of this guy with his little mustache, and he's claiming
I don't
there's
think it
no
is. I think
mustache.
it's his upper lip.
I don't think that
It's his
I
upper
think
lip.
I do think it's his upper lip, but I do love that instead of like actually putting like contours on his chest, they just pasted like a JPEG of a chest on top
Of
of
some
the
pecs.
chest polygons.
Vanessa's right. There's a little mustache
There's
there.
a little mustache.
It's not a mustache. It's his upper lip.
I think it's his lip.
I'm with Vanessa. That
He's
is
grimacing.
I'm team
It's
lip.
his
That-
little
Team-
dainty
that is
mustache.
Little dainty
Lip
mustache.
gang rise
But
up.
Vanessa, what the fuck?
The lip will
Like-
rise again.
You didn't like The Princess Bride? And I saw it as an adult.
That's
and I
not
thought
what
it
I
was
She
wonderful.
said.
like it.
I said I
She
didn't.
said it was trash.
I said I didn't like it as much as my contemporaries.
What
I have
does
a
that
secret.
mean?
I have a secret to tell you all.
What?
I agree with Vanessa.
Nice.
What?
I also agree with
Yes.
Vanessa.
Oh wow!
Look, it's a great movie, but
I
it's
think
no
it's great.
Labyrinth.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is no- I
That's
will agree.
exactly what I was
I
going to
don't
say.
think it's worth building your personality
I'm
around.
not building my person. I just think it's a good movie.
All I want to watch is
Sounds
Labyrinth.
like John's a real Princess
It
Bride.
just
really
think it's
explains why
really-
he's constantly telling us "as you wish."
That's why he's always telling me not to get involved in a land war in Asia.
Yeah. Anyway, Lavitz tells us that many of the souls here recognize us, which is his way of telling us that we've killed a lot of people. We know.
Does he
And
say it
even
with his
more
mustache?
recognize Rose. And then he transforms into a demon or something. And then he tells us to get out and teleports away. And then Rose wonders if some devil is tormenting him. No shit, Rose. We just find him again in the next room. Every time somebody teleports
Yeah, he's
away
just
in
in
this
the next
game,
room.
they're just in the next room. But now he doesn't recognize us. And then on his back, we notice a devil. So it's
Yeah.
time to fight Ghost Lavitz.
I actually died here, and I feel really
That's
embarrassed.
embarrassing. Boy, I wouldn't
Yeah.
admit that.
I don't know what I
To our
did
listeners,
wrong.
Johnny?
I didn't save my like super powerful stuff until the actual boss because I was hitting Lavitz Lambert and I should not have been. And then I died.
Wow. You joined Lavitz in death.
Yeah, exactly. The demon boss Ziegfeld. Oh, I keep mixing up with Wakefield. I keep wanting to say like, you know, who sang Saturday Night and other classics, dance hit classics of the 1990s.
Mhm.
But I don't think any of
Yeah.
you are going to get the Wakefield reference.
So we fight Lavitz for a while. We can't hurt him. Then he turns around. We hit his
Our
little
European
parasite.
listeners will love it.
And a devil comes out. The devil is named Zackwell, and he taunts us. Zackwell. I don't know. I'm into it. Zackwell, Lavitz, Lambert. This game has good names. I mean, Shauna, not good. Miranda, ugh. Kongal, not a fan. Meru, terrible. Albert, not good. You know what? This game does not have good names. Dole.
I think all the names are pretty bad, actually.
I don't know why Shauna just makes me think of like, Shauna, get out. Shauna, get into the dually. We gotta go.
Angel, get your ass in the dually. We're late for the laundromat. It's a classic Matt story that I'm not going to retell right now.
Yeah, you've told it on air before. It's fine. Listeners, go back and look up Matt's dually.
Yeah, go to the
story.
Square Roots wiki.
Yeah.
We do defeat Zackwell, and then Lavitz rises from the dead and rejoins the party.
Yeah, he uses
wish.
his
Yeah,
zombie
I
attack
wish.
like stinking corpse, and he just wafts his smell of pungent, rotting flesh towards the enemies, and it's very effective.
What if he took over the body of Albert and lived again?
I would love that. But instead, the devil on his back is still controlling him, and he attacks Dart. But Dart throws down his sword and yells Lavitz's name, Lavitz!
Look,
And then
we've all got
Lavitz-
devils on our back, Matt.
Yep. And then
mean-
Lavitz stabs
Oh,
himself through the
wow,
chest with
powerful
his
metaphor.
spear.
Yeah. Matt's
Which
is
destroys the
vaping.
devil.
What's mine?
Not-
What's
not
mine?
The alcohol?
Vanessa's is inappropriate romantic feelings towards British comedians.
Yeah.
Jim's is wanting to be Hank Hill. And mine is crushing on heterosexual wrestlers.
Jim, have you started watching the new King of the Hill yet? New season?
No, actually, we canceled our Hulu like 6 months ago,
Wow.
and I actually just told Amanda yesterday. I was like, I'm signing back up so I can watch the new season of King of the Hill.
So
I
Rabbit
like this
stabs
fight.
himself through the chest with his spear, which
Yeah, he
destroys the
did.
devil. And then he
Yeah.
and Dart and
Cool.
Albert all fist bump, and Dart tells
Very
Lavitz that he'll live
romantically.
on in their
Yeah.
hearts.
It is a
was
very
another tender
romantic
moment.
threesome moment.
He's like, King, you'll always be my king.
And Dart,
I mean, I'm
you'll
sure it's
always
possible,
be
but
my
I don't think I've ever
Dart.
heard of a romantic threesome.
Like a throuple.
Yeah.
Heard of a
Oh, yeah, I
throuple?
guess.
Anyway,
We're all for thruples because that means our listeners can get 2 partners to listen to the show instead of just one.
yes.
Yeah. That's kind of how the Mormons spread their religion.
Oh, by having so many kids?
Yeah. Just cajole their friends and family members into
I
doing
just
it.
think that everyone should
I
go
would-
out there and honeypot some new listeners for us. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that proposal.
Yeah. Well, and like while they're asleep, go into their phone, unlock it with their thumbprint, and then subscribe to Square Roots podcast on their phone.
Yeah, very smart. In fact, subscribe them to the Patreon. It's legal.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and email us their like social security numbers, bank information, like
Delete
we're
all the
really
other
good stewards of that
podcasts-
stuff.
Delete all the other podcasts
Yeah.
from their
Yeah.
podcasting apps.
If you can, maybe quit their job for them so they can listen to the
No, they
podcast
need-
full
Jim,
time.
they need that money to
Oh,
pay
that's
us.
right. That's right.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right.
If they're in
don't
any
wanna be
sort of
responsible for
managerial position, make it mandatory for their employees to listen to the podcast.
That's what I do.
Good idea.
Yep. I don't think you
So-
do that. I don't think you want your coworkers listening to
No,
the show.
I don't. And I tell my kids not to tell their friends. I don't want anybody. I don't want them to have to. I don't want the mockery that they'll get at school if it gets out that their dad does a fucking nerd podcast. Anyway, at this point, Rose tells us that this is the point of no return. She just flat out is like, hey,
Yep.
this is it. And we go to the Signet Sphere, where we immediately run into Zieg, but he refuses to fight. Dart transforms into a
So,
dragoon, and
Are we skipping over the cutscene?
maybe
Isn't there a cutscene that you get
is there?
when you go to the moon?
It's
We haven't
right
gone
after
to the moon yet.
It's
Oh.
right after this. So
We're at the Signet
listeners,
Sphere. Oh, okay.
if you've forgotten, the Signet Sphere
right.
was created to like seal the moon, and as long as it's very fragile, so as long as it's not broken, everything's gonna be great. And the or what are these things called again? The wingly monster.
Virage.
Yeah, the Virage will not be born. So as long
The
as
Virage
that's
embryo.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dart transforms into a dragoon and tries to attack him, but Zieg just slaps him down and says, "Don't come near me."
Which, again, Zieg is Dart's loving father. So this is problematic in many ways.
And this
Zeke
is where
just-
Dart drops his dragon sphere, right?
Again.
Nope.
Oh no.
Also, he's
Nope.
not just dropping
Oh.
his dragons. Boy, he does that later. He's dropping dads all over his dialogue.
Yeah.
Let's follow dad.
Just like
does.
the
Dad is
Odyssey.
over there.
Just like the Odyssey.
Just like in the
Just like
Odyssey,
Tom
Tom
Holland
Holland's
in the
fucking
Odyssey.
he's fucking dadding up every scene he's in. He's talking about mom and dad all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was weird. Dad, don't do that.
Father. He actually
Zeke-
does.
Father.
He does scream father later in the voice acting, so at least there's that.
Should be Papa.
Zeke just goes ahead and breaks the final moon object, divine moon
Yeah,
object.
he's
which
like,
does,
this thing needs to
Pretty
stay
badass.
intact. How about this? Crack.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't even
Yeah,
care.
and that does break the signet sphere, and then the moon that never sets begins to fall.
Oh, no.
Albert says it's too late, but Dart still wants to fight and says Shauna has not reached the moon yet, so there's still a chance. And then our flying friend Saban, no, it's not Saban. That was, what's the flying friend's name? Coolin.
Oh no.
What?
It's like the dragon from actually the dragon from Neverending Story is fine. So it's not like the dragon from Neverending Story.
The our flying manta ray Coolin shows up and takes us to the moon, and then we get a cutscene.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's a crazy cutscene.
Well,
Yeah.
it gets shot down and it's like smoking out of its tail. I thought this thing was alive and not a robot, but I guess it was a robot.
Maybe it's just
It's a
burning.
robot?
I
Yeah,
don't
maybe
think
its
so.
flesh is
Uh,
just
it-
burning.
I think it's a living thing that's just
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
but
it's
why
just
would
on
it be
fire.
spewing
Smoking.
flames?
Because it was shot with a
on
fucking
fire.
laser.
I just
A
don't
moon
think
laser.
listeners. Come on, I'm right. You know that, right? Like, this is weird. It would
Let
only
me-
be if it had fuel, I would understand this. This isn't an episode of Mayday Air Disasters Investigations, which I've been watching again, and I know that it's fuel that feeds a fire like that. Not a human body or a manta
It's
ray
not a
body
human.
could not. Or I'm just saying, like a living
Jet fuel
creature
can't melt
could
robot
not produce that amount of flames. This is all
manta
insane.
rays.
It's a robot.
All right, so we
Who
get a
cares on
cutscene.
fire?
The moon.
Yeah, Johnny's QAnon corner.
The moon fires a blast of energy at the planet, and when it does, the divine tree appears. Again, listeners, this does not look like a tree. It looks like a spider made of wood. The moon falls from the sky and crashes into the divine tree. Dart and the gang fly in as a bunch of Virage emerge from the surface of the moon. The Virage take flight and open fire on Kulon. Kulon crashes into the divine tree, and that's the cutscene. Kulon,
It's pretty good.
definitely fucking not a
Wow,
robot.
yeah, it looks cool.
totally
I
dies.
like the whole moon coming down and landing on that divine tree. Jim, if a spider
Yeah.
had 4 legs and was made of wood, would you still be scared of it?
No.
Were you scared of the divine
It,
tree?
also, no. I think speaking of the divine tree, maybe it was last week. I kind of asked some questions about, is the tree a real thing or is it like a metaphor? It's like, but no, I guess the tree is just a real
Yeah,
tree.
it's a real
and
creepy-looking
life
tree.
just gets. I guess last week I posited that if the tree is real, it's just a tree that like just like farts out life all the time,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what it's doing.
It totally is.
Huh.
Jim,
Cool,
Are,
okay.
are you afraid of stick insects?
I think you've said before that you are.
Like I'm creeped out by them, but like I'm scared of like a praying mantis, if that counts as like a stick.
Yeah. They're
stick kind of
very
bug.
similar. They are.
Those are terrifying to me. Yes, yeah.
Okay, thank you. No further questions.
Is it because I have further questions? Is it because you do not know what is a stick and what's an insect when you're out in nature?
Yeah, well, it does freak me out when like a stick would move.
What about it when the ones that
You know
looks
what I
like a
mean?
leaf?
That freaks me out too.
Really interesting.
I think
Yeah.
they're beautiful.
So one thing I liked on the walk
Yeah.
up the divine tree was that you see like a little larva and then it's a caterpillar. I didn't like that that it immediately wanted to kill us. That seemed to come out of nowhere. I feel like it should have been like, Daddy, you know.
And it became a party member.
Yeah, exactly. It was following us around and it was super cute. And maybe we had to kill it just like how Rose had to kill all her friends.
Maybe a Teddy-esque role where it like encourages us during combat.
Like, wait, do you mean my friend Teddy or from Persona 4?
No, no, Teddy from Persona 4.
Because a lot of times when I'm in real fights, Teddy will be like, well, first of all, he always tries to get me into fights. He'll like go up to the toughest person in the room and say like, Johnny there, he says that you're a dipshit and a coward and that you should fight him. And then I'm like, what are you doing, Teddy?
Yeah, but you
It's really weird.
you can like counter that because you're a little guy. So if a guy comes and tries to fight you, you just go, I'm just a little guy. Just a guy. You can't fight me, I'm a little guy. And they'll leave you alone.
And Teddy's a big guy trying to get some people to fight his little buddy.
Yeah,
It's
that is
weird.
odd.
Is that a real thing? Is he actually trying to get you to fight?
No.
Oh. I was like, John, I don't like this
Yeah.
relationship.
It's not healthy.
I made it up.
Yeah, we know he made
Just
it up
like Jonathan
because
Frakes.
Teddy is too young to go into a bar, so he'd never be in an environment like that
No,
where someone was
he's
trying to
almost
fight.
30. He's getting towards his 30s now. So we are climbing up.
Kulon crashes
we're
into
in
the
the
divine
hole.
tree.
We're in the
And
tree.
we have to head up the tree towards the moon. Is this the first RPG we have played where we go to the moon, but the moon is on the planet and not
Yes.
in space?
But I do like that we go to space inside the moon. I was happy to see that this continues the tradition of like a star field in the background during a JRPG. I was very happy.
It's also
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is a moon that is on the planet still a moon?
I don't think so.
That's a good question.
I think a moon.
Yeah, a moon by definition is a smaller thing that orbits
Right.
a bigger thing.
I guess it would
right?
be
I
a
think-
meteor, like a meteor.
Well,
at
it's
that
not
point,
even
right?
though, because
I
it's
think-
just the body of the last god. We've been told that many times. It is the fleshy body of the god that they put into space, so its spirit couldn't get to it.
But it was a moon.
Well, yeah,
are you
that's
afraid
because
of,
it was
Jim, are you
orbiting.
afraid of a moon that's on the planet?
I mean, I would be afraid if I would be freaked out if a moon turned over and it was actually a bug.
Remember when the
That would
moon
freak
in
me out.
Final Fantasy VIII like peed monsters onto the planet?
Yeah, that was cool.
Mhm. That was
Didn't that happen in
lunatic
Grandia
Pandora.
as well? Grandia 2?
Probably.
Grandia 2 had moon shit, right?
Yeah, I think so. That sounds right.
You go to the moon and the tiger guy dies, and then you come back and it's like
Oh,
crashed and
yeah,
it starts
Maru
farting out
dies.
monster.
Oh yeah, it totally 100%.
Maru,
Yeah, that's
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
Maru. Sure, yeah.
There's an episode of Doctor Who
My-
where the
Eventually-
moon turns out to be an egg.
Ooh.
I think that as long as there are still whalers whaling on the moon, it's still a moon. So even if it's on the Earth.
I
we
haven't
do
been able to
eventually
get past
find
that
a
Doctor
live
Who
stream.
episode with the babies in the ship yet. I'll have to try again. Maybe I should just skip that
Just
episode.
skip the baby episode, yeah. There's no law that you have to watch that.
Okay.
I think there is.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that, and ignorance of the law is no excuse, so if he skips it...
You
then we
trying to
can
get me in
finally
trouble
put-
like Teddy
Yeah,
does?
she's trying to get him arrested.
Yeah. We can get him to get into a fight.
We do eventually find a life stream that takes us up the divine tree to
What a
the
stream.
moon, and also makes us lose our memory and merge with Sephiroth or some shit. I don't know.
That's not what happens. They do shout, what a stream, while they're like being blasted up in this stream, which I enjoyed.
It does fire us out like a cannon, and Kongal is so big that when he lands, he shakes the whole tree, which wakes up a bug. Guess what? It's a new species that was just born from the divine tree. The 109th species?
No, it's
Time to
it
make that
was
motherfucker
in-
extinct.
We remember we saw the sign, the sigil for the butterfly species in that one area where
Oh,
you had
that's
to put
right,
the
and we
species in,
didn't
like,
know what it
order.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, good pull, Johnny.
Yeah, I figured that one out with my own brain.
Wait, so was the effigy on that one like a
Butterfly.
A bug?
It was like a butterfly.
It was a butterfly? Cool.
Yeah.
This whole time we've
You-
been
you
told
did
that there's
it.
108 species, and we know
Mm-hmm.
all of them except for the 108th, which is the god of destruction. So what is this then? It's not the
No,
god
I
of
can't answer
destruction.
that question. It doesn't fit into the story in any other way than they did mention it once before. I
It
guess
is a
it was like
caterpillar, and we have to. It attacks us, and once we've done enough damage to it, it turns into a pupa, and then again, once we do enough damage, it splits open and reveals a butterfly person called an imago.
so if you use power down and then the like Psycho X item. I forget what that one's called, but you know what I'm talking about.
Psychic Bomb
Like
X.
Yeah, if you use
wow.
Power Down, then Psychic Bomb X, it does double damage. And it did I went through both phases pretty much instantly because I did that to this thing. It was great. Did 5,000 damage.
Amazing.
Rose calls this boss an unawakened fruit.
Okay.
Yeah. I get called that a lot myself.
You're pretty awakened, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they only say that when you're talking about minorities.
Jim, look at the link I just put in the Hangouts.
Why does Jim
I
get to
thought
look
Matt
and
was
I don't get to look? I'm the one who cares about this stuff.
What? Yeah, that guy rocks.
Yeah, David Johnson is announced to play T'Challa II. He was fucking amazing in he was in Romulus, right?
What a stream.
Yeah, he was in Alien, Romulus, and The Long Walk.
Oh, that's right, The
Take
Long Walk,
us
which I
to
didn't
the
watch because I heard it was so
moon.
fucking depressing.
That movie have to be set.
It's pretty.
No. Let me.
It's pretty cool.
Did we
Wouldn't,
also? Can we take a?
Wouldn't that movie have to be set in 2040 or something like that for that to make sense?
I bet. I have no idea. When could it come out?
He was away at boarding school. It's
No, but you see him at the end of Black Panther 2, and he's like 5.
oh.
Yeah.
And it's been 10 years. He's 15 now.
He's not. He's played by a guy who's definitely an adult.
He went to a fucking other dimension where
it's
he
like a soap opera
aged
logic
fast.
where a baby goes away for 5 years and comes back and they're dateable.
I mean,
young
that's
adults.
real stuff in comic books all the time, where Damian Wayne has been fucking
Damon
12.
Wayans?
Damian Wayne has been 12 to 14 years old for a million years, for fucking legitimately 15 years since he was introduced. Whereas there are other characters that were introduced that are now grown
He ages
adults.
slowly because he was dipped in the
And not just because of
what's it called?
timey-wimey
The pool.
bullshit, that
You know,
also happens
his
all the
grandpa's
time.
little swimming pool. It's the one.
That makes sense.
Oh, the Lazarus Pit.
Wow, that's a
Not
good
what that
pull.
does. It was a good pull.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get back on track. And Johnny, you should probably cut all that because it's irrelevant.
It
Or
might go
don't.
to
I
the
don't
end.
care.
It might go at the end.
We defeat the Imago, and then we reach the moon. And Dart says it's spreading poison all over the world, which I don't know. How do you know that? What are you talking about? Sometimes they just say shit. You know? Who told you that? Did the writer come down and let you know what was happening?
At least in Final Fantasy 13, when they say stuff like that, there's a data log that you have to read that explains everything.
That doesn't make it better. That does not make it better.
Did you know that
Required reading is not a good thing. And I like reading.
There is a false
Save it for the Final Fantasy 13
that's
series.
why they're all being
Jeez Louise.
deported to Pulse on the train. Sorry, no.
I mean, I played about 3 hours of that game today, and the whole time I was just going, "What's that? What's that? Where are they? What is this place? What's happening?"
Read the data log.
I don't. I guess.
That's what we should call the quest
Yeah,
log.
100%.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
All right, so we climb all the way up. We kill that caterpillar. We kill the hell out of that caterpillar, and now we're in the inside of the egg.
We're in the moon.
Egg.
We're in the moon. They call it the moon, so we're going to call it the moon, or at least I am.
Sorry. Yeah, it's the moon.
Dart says we have to reach the core to stop to stop Shauna from becoming the god of destruction. Albert says, unless Shauna and the core are, quote, wedded, the god of destruction won't be born.
No,
And
well, that's
then,
nice.
They have to get married.
Yeah, it's gonna
we
have
get-
we're gonna slam on the glass like it's The Graduate.
The Virage embryo is going to be in a tuxedo.
It's like the beginning of happy endings. We have to rollerblade in on our rollerblades and stop the wedding and take the bride-to-be to Jamaica or some shit and ruin their relationship. So we reach the inside of the moon and kind of see in the distance the core, I think, as it pulses energy. And they ask, has the god been born?
Amazing.
And then a final pulse turns the landscape around us into a lush forest. The party's all confused. Are we back on the ground? What happened? But no, we can hear the heartbeat of the god of destruction.
The best part.
Oh my
Press
gosh.
on. Now comes the worst part of this fucking game.
Matt, when I realized that there was like, as soon as I realized this was Miranda's memory, I'm like, oh no, they're gonna do this for every single character, aren't they?
You can tell with my notes that I was like, oh, this is important, and like really was like keeping track of what was happening. And if you scroll down, the longer this goes on, the less I wrote. Whereas when you get to Meru, it is one bullet point. All right, let me tell you all about Miranda. We pass through a bunch of different biomes, a forest, some grasslands, and end up in a frozen forest. So two biomes, one of which is cold. Three, one of which is the first but cold. Miranda recognizes that we are now in Mleseso. And she runs off to check something and asks us to wait. Sure, Miranda, it's not like we're on the clock to save the fucking world or anything.
Everyone needs their like star moment where they deal with something from their past that's been left lingering, and this is hers.
She finds a flower. It's a rose in the forest that sparks a flashback. I don't think roses grow.
There are some roses
in
that grow in the wintertime. I have a rose bush that does bloom in winter.
It's magic.
Oh, and your mother beats you while that's behind her? Yeah, I wrote this in my notes. I said, I can't fucking believe we're getting Miranda backstory
so badly to know more about
times.
Miranda, and now we finally get to the answers we've craved.
Yeah.
She remembers the day her mother left. She found her in a grove talking to a man. And her mother talks about how miserable she is since she married Miranda's dad, and she chooses to leave with the man. Back in the present, the flower begins to glow, and Miranda has a fucking solo fight against a mommy flower monster.
This was a pretty cool looking boss.
Yeah,
actually.
it was very Silent Hill.
Yeah, I was gonna say like it's very like body horror.
It's a
that is a really
rosebud
good
that has a
really good
mom
analogy,
face.
like Silent Hill.
Yeah, that hurts her. Like she's in pain being inside the rose.
Yeah, she always says like it hurts so much or whatever.
Yeah, the petals will open, revealing the face of Miranda's mother, and then we get some dialogue here, options where you can ask her why she left, and her mom says she has no choice, but then Miranda tells her that her father died and she was left an orphan, and the mother says that she came back several times to try and convince the father to let her take Miranda. And eventually they forgive each other. I don't fucking care. I'll tell you what, that actually did bug me. She says, I came back several times and tried to convince your father to let me take you. And then I guess the father died, and whoopsie poopsie, she actually never came back after that.
Because she became a princess right after that.
She did not become a princess. She became a sister of the silent... Nope, can't say that. Cut that. Sister of the Silent Sluts. That's better.
Is it?
Sister of the Silent... something.
Empowered ladies.
They're the Silent Sister. It's the Sisters of the... Anyway, we kill Miranda's mother and leave the forest behind. As we do, we find ourselves in a building filled with people. We aren't sure if this is real, but Rose cuts herself and says the pain proves it's real. She's so fucking emo. I love her.
Yeah. I know.
It's a real edgelord.
Heschel seems to recognize a girl as she walks into a mirror and vanishes. A girl at a piano plays a song that both Dart and Heschel recognize.
Whoa.
What?
Albert speaks to a man and he recognizes and realizes that this is, I don't know why I said it like that, but he realizes that this is Bale, but Bale 20 years ago. We follow the girl through the mirror.
I don't.
Go ahead.
Like, what's that about, though? Just nothing? It seems to be about nothing. He's like, oh yeah, this is Bale 20 years ago, and then nothing comes of that.
I mean, it allows Albert's moment, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's the issue.
Hey, you know what? There's an inn here and a shop. So that was nice.
Oh yeah.
Not that I ever found myself
Johnny was
needing
very
much in the way of
happy.
items, but it was always good to just kind of fill up.
Yeah, I didn't like.
Yeah.
In the end, I had a surplus of items, but I was worried. I just didn't want to run out. I ran out of Angel's prayers though. That last fight.
We follow the girl through the mirror and find ourselves in a village of Minotaurs. I love these guys.
Why
Dude,
is this
why?
the only Minotaur?
We were
action that we
robbed
get in
of
this whole
Minotaurs
game?
in this game. How dare you have little mini people and not fucking put them in the
There's
game?
one. There's one in
There's
that
one
town.
way early.
They remind me of like the Who's from Whoville with like the way their stupid hair stands up.
It's ridiculous to have them in this game, though.
I love them. We continue to follow the girl, and when we find her, Dart tries to talk to her, but she jumps into like a portal. And then Hashel tells us that it's Claire, and he's going to follow her alone, which he does. She's angry with him for being so strict, and he implores her to understand that he just wanted to pass on his art to her, but she refuses to listen. We fight, and she's possessed by the war god. She uses the Rouge School's final technique on Hashel, which drops him to 1 hit point. And he decides he'll give his life to save her, and then she forgives him.
And this is where Jim stopped playing the game. He has his headphones off, so he can't deny it. He did message us and say that that fight was too hard, and he couldn't do anymore. And then we didn't hear anything else from him about what he thought of the rest of the game. And so I am 100% convinced that he gave up on this fight and did not finish.
He said that he got a
Legend
bug
of
that
Dragoon.
was, instead of knocking him down to 1 hit point, was killing him. And I felt like it had real, I Googled anything that breaks the game in the last chunker and found this. And so this will be my excuse.
He did just clink a glass of wine with Amanda, and so I think he's like celebrating his successful ruse right now, and doesn't.
Yeah,
know.
think
he's
so too,
celebrating
actually.
that he got it over on us.
Yeah. Oh, hi,
Anyway,
He
Jim.
doesn't know we're
The
on.
Oh, hi,
important
Jim.
thing is that Jim did not fool us. Jim, did you manage to get past this part of the game?
Hey. No, and I'll tell you why. Or here's what I think happened.
We already talked about it. You don't need to tell us.
Oh, you already? Okay.
Tell us anyway, though.
Okay, so as I've been playing the game, I've been, flipping cheats on and off. Like if I like a lot of times I'll just have on by default no random battles. I don't really need the HP ones anymore because like all my characters are max level, so I have max HP. But I was scrolling through the cheats like one of the last times I was playing, and like when you bring up the cheat list on the Steam Deck emulator, like the UI is kind of bad, and you can scroll down and turn stuff on and off, but you can't scroll back up. Or you can, but like you have to like actually touch the screen, and then it gets really glitchy and stuff. It's just not a good experience. So I ended up leaving a bunch of cheats on just because it felt more convenient than turning them off. And I'm pretty sure I corrupted my entire save file by doing so. And so the game, when I was playing it, trying to finish it today, I got to the Hashel fight, and she does that like mega karate move where she brings you down to 1 HP. I had 6,750 HP. She hit me for 6,749, but it would always take my health to 0. But Hashel wouldn't get KO'd. He would be laying down, but I would like still have another 2 turns, and I could still attack, but it would never fully defeat her, never kill her. And then by like the end of the second turn, she would hit me again, and then I'd die. And that happened like 6 times. And then every time I tried to bring up the menu, the game would crash. So that was a pretty good indicator that maybe something was wrong as well.
Sounds a little bit like a prank that someone would do who made the mod. Like,
Oh,
people
you
think
get
they're
all the
so
way to the
clever
end.
to be, and then
He also installed the mod that gave all the women like enormous breasts.
Not all the women, John.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Oh, okay. That would make it a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So when Heschel's lying on his face on the ground, he's actually like 3 feet in the air, and his
Yeah.
boobs are just touching the ground.
When he falls face down, he bounces back.
Well, I'm sorry that you didn't get the full Dragoon experience, Jim. That must have been very disappointing for you.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm glad I get to experience it vicariously through you guys.
Well, that's very sweet.
Gross. So next up is Kongal. We leave this area and find ourselves on an invisible floor high above the ground. A dragon flies overhead, and Rose is shocked that it's her dragon, Michael.
Yeah.
Now, there is a game series on PlayStation 2 by the guy who made Nier, and it has something about dragons in the title. Drakengard.
Panzer
Drakengard.
That does have
Drakengard.
a dragon named Michael, and that's part of the story like this. It reminded me a lot of Drakengard. I don't know. It's weird.
Drakengard is so fucking weird. Like
It's not a thing.
I've tried to dig into the lore of Drakengard, and it's
Why? Were
weird
you
shit.
like, why babies floating over Tokyo at end of Drakengard?
yeah. There's so much weirdness. It's just as weird as Nier.
And Nier, I think it's.
Why dragon called Michael?
I'm pretty sure the babies floating over Tokyo one is what starts the events that that caused Nier.
I think you're right, actually. Yeah, you are correct.
He is Michael, the vassal dragon.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck?
What does that mean?
Great question.
Like that he is in kind of servitude?
I guess.
All of them are, but they don't call them vassals.
I'll call you a vassal.
Please don't.
Oh.
She says that
Oh yeah, call him a vassal.
she says she sees Michael. She's like, Michael? And then she's like, I can't be mistaken. I've had him for over 10,000 years. And she tells us to run. So the party all just kind of jumps into some holes in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Shrug emoji. I don't know. There are holes in the ground in this invisible
Well,
floor.
he
Okay.
blasted them with his like laser breath.
Maybe.
Yeah, he made the holes in the ground and then they jump into
That
them.
seems like a bad idea because we're way up in the air. But hey, it all works out because instead of dying, the party gets split. Rose and Dart are missing, and the rest of the party are in the home of the Gigantos on the day that Emperor Dole found Kongal. And as we watch, we learn that Dole did not exterminate the Gigantos.
He did not.
Who did? I
did
don't
not.
fucking know. I
I did
don't
not
know.
extinguish the Gigantos.
That's bullshit.
Oh, hi, Kongo.
I was not clear on who did then kill the Gigantos. I don't understand. But we see Dole find Kongal as a little boy and take him in. And then Kongal wanders off from the group to find a strong power that he says will help him save the world. And he finds the ghost of his brother Endora, who he defeats and whose axe he takes. Yay. Kongal at least gets a fucking weapon out of this.
Yeah.
Not that I used
Yeah.
him even once other than this fight, but, you know.
He just wasn't super necessary as a
Did you
character.
guys hit up the weapons vendor? You know when you go through the mirror
Yeah.
before you do
That's right. There's a weapons
Heschel's
vendor
boss
in there
fight?
as well.
Did you guys hit up that weapons vendor there? They got some pretty good stuff
Yeah.
there. They got like the special colored dragoon armor for every character.
Not every
there.
character, because you're going to find Miranda's just laying on the ground a little further along here, which really makes me think that Miranda was jammed into this game like at the last second. Because you find multiple armor and like a weapon and armor for her that are literally just laying on the ground sparkling throughout this dungeon. Whereas everybody else you find in treasure chests or you buy. Hers are just laying in your path as if they were like, oh shit, we fucking added this character last minute and we need like special color armor for her and a final weapon. Let's just put it on the ground.
I wonder if
Dump it on the
like
ground
after
like
they
shit.
removed. I wonder if after like
Throw it
Shayna
to the
left,
ground.
like they're like, we need like another healer. We need another girl to heal people.
Hey, but Meru has the healing power too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
She's not as good as.
No, she's not, but I didn't really
Miranda.
feel that I needed any of it. So
Wow. Listeners, what are your theories around why Miranda feels like such a tacked on character? Let us know at squaredspodcast@gmail.com.
I think it's because the game developers didn't give a shit about her, and I can't disagree.
Oh, well, mystery solved. Listeners, don't fucking email us. Ever.
Wow.
Next up is Rose. The group makes their way back to Dole, the inn, and decides to wait for Rose and Dart there. We cut to Rose and Dart. They're in the land of the dragons, which is a place, I guess. There's a bunch of little baby dragons that we have to kill called pseudo-dragons. I thought that was fun. Little pseudo-dragons that we murder.
Susu Studio
Yep.
Dragons?
Then Rose hears Michael calling her. She realizes that she recognizes this place. It's where she first met and bonded with Michael. And then she has to fight him. And at first you cannot damage Michael, but eventually Rose reveals...
Stop saying Michael.
I love it. Rose reveals Michael's weak spot to Dart. And we defeat it. And it's like you have to like say the right thing to get her to do it, or she won't. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this.
It's very odd. And you have like a dialogue where she is being torn up inside and she's like, oh my God, should I tell Dart how to hurt Michael? Should I? And it's like, yeah, he's going to kill you if you don't. So what's your plan? Your plan is either like, don't tell Dart and you and Dart both die and the world is destroyed because you don't stop the god of destruction, or you tell Dart. So she does tell Dart.
I just want to point out that these are getting
She'll
like
start-
less emotionally impactful. Like we get Miranda's whole deal with her mother and Hashel's whole deal with his daughter. And then Congles is kind of dumb, but at least like we learn a little bit about his backstory and like it kind of turns some things that we thought we knew on its head. And then Rose just fights her dragon. And then Albert just fights Emperor Dole. And then Meru just fights a Wingley. It's nothing. It's fucking nothing.
Do you think Albert's dad really was a bad king? Like, was he justly assassinated?
Yeah, Albert gets his moment where he goes into the palace and has to fight Emperor Dole, and he asks him why he assassinated his father, and if so, why? And Dole basically is like, because your dad fucking sucked at this, and his government was super corrupt. I don't know why he'd lie. He's a ghost.
I know. Yeah, he's got nothing.
Yeah.
He's got nothing to lose.
He's like, but I never heard such things. He's like, yeah, because they were like trying to make things.
you're a baby.
You were a baby, and we're being nice to you.
Yeah. Well, he says Albert's like, but I never heard that. My father was like the best, and Dole tells him like, you were 6 years old, dude. You didn't know shit about shit. You didn't know how
Yeah.
to tie your shoes. You barely knew how to chew your own food. You didn't know nothing. But Albert does defeat him,
I
and
believe it.
Dole does, as he dies, tells Albert to govern well. So I guess everything's cool.
Emperor Dole was a good guy, actually.
Well, he did get a little bit corrupted by his quest for power, but he did seem to be like super into equal rights for different sentient species, so that was cool.
Yeah, maybe.
Sometimes a corrupt leader
just
should
a-
be assassinated, according to Legend of Dragoon. The Square Roots podcast does not endorse that message.
Yeah.
Truth.
Every situation is different, you know?
Yeah. The only place you should assassinate someone is at the ballot box. And I don't mean actually assassinate them. I mean it as a
casting their
metaphor for
vote?
voting them out of office.
Vanessa. And finally, we get Meru. She sees a Wingley palace in the distance and flies to it. And inside, she finds the god of the Wingleys, which is called the Archangel. It's blue and it has metal wings, and it keeps talking about Apocalypse turning it into a monster. That was for the Vanessas in the group. But anyway,
Yeah,
it tries
I figure
to
that's
get-
an X-Men joke.
I understood.
Oh, it was hard to tell because you were stone-faced the whole time.
Whoa. Can I break with some hot gaming news real quick?
Break it. Break some hot gaming news.
Yeah.
This is the most boring part of the episode.
A new PlayStation controller patent showcases a controller with no physical buttons. The controller would feature digital buttons to let users pick which buttons are located where.
That sounds awful.
I think that's a good idea. That's kind of sounds like a good idea.
A touchscreen controller's a good idea? I got news for you. I've tried that. It sucks.
It doesn't have to be touchscreen. It could be like a haptic, like the Steam Deck trackpads.
This is BlackBerry all over again. The BlackBerry guy was like, nobody's ever going to use an iPhone because people want their clicky buttons. Mm-hmm. And now I hear about this controller and I'm like, but my clicky buttons.
Okay,
I think it could be good for like accessibility though, right? Like a completely customizable controller. Like that could be like a really big accessibility thing.
You can do that with physical buttons. And the smart screen, touch screen lack of keyboard still is a problem today. It still is absolute garbage compared to the fucking BlackBerry.
Yeah,
it's trash.
I mean, I can't show it, but I still have my BlackBerry key too right here. The only thing is, my car has.
Wow, he pulled that out of his shirt. That's a weird place to keep it, Johnny.
Next to your heart. My car has all the HVAC controls are like touch buttons, except for like temperature. That's the only one that has physical buttons, and like you have to stare at it, and like pointing directly at them sucks when you're driving, and I don't want that on a controller either.
Yeah, no, I think it's a terrible idea.
Yeah, they would probably make like each button an additional like $3 a month to subscribe to.
There is no reason you can't do that already, and many games do allow you to do it. So what a bunch of horseshit that is.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
Anyway. Meru defeats Warren Worthington and convinces whatever. Who goes? I don't care.
This does have Vanessa's greatest moment where she's like, "I love all humans." Vanessa loved that.
Mm-hmm. I did love that. I got a screenshot of it.
I know.
I sent it to the group chat.
Yep.
Yeah, she's like, "So what? I love all humans. Sue me."
Even Hitler, Meru.
Yeah. Problematic.
AKA Zeeg. So, that's it for the solo mission minigame corner. The only good thing I have to say about it is it was, at least the fucking solo fights were easy. None of them were hard. They were all designed for you to just get through, even if your characters weren't leveled up well, whatever. It goes on too long.
I used that magic spell on everyone, and that basically took care of all of them.
I kept forgetting I had that. And now, ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your butts, because it's time for the end game. We've been in an infinite war.
Ooh. Hold on to your cheeks.
And now it's time for the end game.
Now, one thing, the area where you walk to get to the end game is like, it's inside the egg, but it's TVs, and the TVs have like images of all the different parts of the world. Oh no, you just say that like literally the next thing. Okay, Matt, I'm going to shut up. And anyway, that is the coolest part. And
it looks great. It's very
so many questions
as well. There's like staircases made out of like TV screens that some of them are staticky. Some of them form together to show the moon or different parts of the world. Like it really is fucking awesome. This is the best part of the game.
I thought that this was going to be like SOA is going to be a communication satellite from Earth or something. I thought it was going to go in like crazy Xenogear, Xenoblade directions. It doesn't.
No, it doesn't do anything like that.
No.
It's just this one area has a really cool artistic design for some reason.
Rose looks around and says that this looks like a place that a Virage embryo would be born, to which I said, what? What the fuck are you talking about, Rose?
What is she basing that on? I don't believe she's ever seen anything like it. So I don't know what she means.
We hear the god of destruction speaking in our minds, and it's saying, my world, my future, my heart, over and over again. And then we realize it's Shauna's voice.
Oh my god.
We fight a super Virage that's acting as a gatekeeper to the god of destruction just because.
It's a robot. It's a mech.
Dart wants to know if the super Virage is Shauna, which doesn't make any sense at all. And Rose tells him, like, no, you fucking idiot.
Is this Shauna?
It felt like the maker.
Is this my girlfriend?
It felt like the makers of the game were like, people might not understand. We press on and we find Shauna. She's floating in a in a cocoon, surrounded by gross Virage appendages. And then Zeke flies in and smacks Dart's dragon spirit away from him and takes it. The spirit shines, recognizing Zeke as its wielder. Dart has lost his dragon spirit. I don't care.
So,
You guys remember when, like, was it Albert's Dragoon spirit stone thing was like in his body? Or
That was
that
the moon
Lavis?
gem.
That
One
was
of them was
Lavis's.
like in,
No, it was the moon gem.
That was the moon gem, man.
oh, you're right. Yeah. So
It was
The
who?
was
moon
Albert's
gem was
moon
in
gem.
Albert's body.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, the moon gem. That wasn't his Dragoon spirit.
None of the other
No.
none of the other divine moon objects were inside somebody's body.
And Frank, like,
Well, that we know of.
so if Dart
true.
came running to you being like, I was at school and I was holding my dragon sphere and then a bully came up and knocked it out of my hand and took it, and you'd be like, well, if you wanted to keep it, you shouldn't have just been holding it out there, right? Like, what would you say to Dart, Matt?
I would just slap it out of his hand.
Well, that's what everybody does because he just keeps pulling it out all the time.
Yep.
He should have had it somewhere secret, somewhere safe.
I would say don't take things to school that you aren't willing to lose.
Yep, that's a great point, Vanessa. Meanwhile, Zeke attacked. He uses the Red Eyes dragon power against us. He asks why Dart is so weak, which is weird because Dart hits harder without his fucking dragoon spirit than fucking Zeke hits. So what are you talking about?
I was destroying this guy, and he's like, "You're so weak."
I mean,
What
you
are
get that special
talking
sword and
about?
all that stuff. You get Dart pumped up enough with some good items, and he's a goddamn tank. He's doing 1,300 damage.
And Zekefeld is doing like something like 80 damage to everybody. I was laughing at him. It was embarrassing.
In my notes, I said
you're embarrassing yourself.
he
Zeke.
asks why Dart is so weak, which is a weird thing to say for somebody who's about to get their ass beat to say.
Yeah. Well, it's also a weird thing to say, like, because you just took his Dragoon spirit. Like, you know what the issue is.
Yeah, but also Dart is hitting him
if there was
way
even
fucking
one.
harder than he's hitting Dart. So
Right.
maybe it was like a fear thing. Maybe he's like, oh shit, this kid's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
You're so weak.
I better neg him.
I don't think that's what negging is. The battle ends and Zeke looks back at Shauna. He says the time has come and he no longer needs this flesh. His eyes glow green and Zeke collapses. A ghostly figure rises from Zeke. Rose recognizes him. It's Melbu Frama.
What?
Oh no!
Holy cow.
Hey,
Jim, you didn't
Melbu
play this. Does
Frama.
that
Can't
surprise
believe
you?
it.
I'd be honest. Like, if I would have gotten to this point in the game, I'd be like, okay, who is Melbu Frama again?
That's what happened to me.
Melbu
He was
Frama
the guy.
emperor of
Oh
the
my gosh, it's
Winglies when they
Melbu
ruled the
Frama. I'm
world
like,
that Zeke
what?
killed in that cutscene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't there like a
He's the brother
Doris
of that other
Frama or
lady.
something?
Yeah.
Charlie Frama.
Charlie.
Yeah.
What a great
Alice.
name.
Okay,
Charlie
yeah.
Frama. Melby tells us that his body was killed, but his soul is immortal, and he transmigrated into Zeke when he cast that final petrification spell on him.
Why didn't we think of the transmigration of
actually did
Melbu
set
Frama's
this
soul
up
into
earlier
Zeke
in
at the
the-
point of petrification?
They actually did set this up earlier in the game because I remember them mentioning transmigration at least once, if not more than once, and me being like, what?
Ugh. The answers were
Well,
right
then
in
it's
front
my
of us all
fault.
along.
Then it's my fault for not getting
it's not
it again.
clear. It's not clear. It's just they foreshadowed it. When Zeke tried to
More like
unleash...
Boar
okay,
shadowed
so
it.
this is what we learned, and this explains a few of the last unanswered questions. When Zeke, after he woke up from the petrification spell, he was normal Zeke. He didn't know Rose was still alive, murdering babies. And so he went and met a nice lady and had a child. But when the black monster attacked Neat, Zeke tried to unleash the power of the Dragoon to fight the black monster. And that is when Melbu's spirit struck. He took over Zeke, and now he wants an immortal
And
body.
drop the crystal, which
And-
once again shows people don't take good care of these crystals.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
Yeah, that's true. He did drop the crystal.
Where did
Do you
Dart
think-
find the crystal? He found the crystal in Neat. I thought he had found
In
his
town.
dad's
Yeah.
body.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the ruins. Yeah,
He never found his dad's body, just
his
the
dad's
crystal.
body wasn't there, but he did find the crystal. Yeah.
Yeah, he found his mom, right, but not his dad.
Mm-hmm. No body, no crime, like we always say.
Question.
We should have known.
I have a question. Do you guys think that if Zeke would have died without ever having activated his Dragoon spirit, then Melbu Frama would also have died?
Potentially.
Maybe, or maybe he could have transmutated his body to someone else.
Or maybe he
my
just could have found a
gratification.
different time to strike, you know? Maybe Zeke breaks his arm or something and suddenly Melbu Frama's there.
Oh.
Maybe Zeke has a day where he's just like, I just can't stand this kid anymore. And that's when Melbu Frama strikes.
I
Melbu
guess
Frama's
Melbu
like
Frama's
the dark
soul
side
would
of
have
all of our
gone to, like-
personalities.
Yeah.
Oh,
Probably
would have
Soul
gone to the
would have gone
Wingly
to Death
Hell.
City. Yeah, and then he
Yeah.
could have like found a body there somehow.
Okay. So Melbu
I bet
Frama's
Melbu Frama
inevitable
could
is
have
what you're
done it.
saying.
So
Yeah.
once Melbu
I think, yeah.
reveals his plan to become a god, the Virage appendages pull Shauna into the core of the moon, which is the body of the, And Melbu flies up and pulls her out, instead replacing
Yeah.
her with himself and merging with the Virage embryo.
Oops.
He says that...
Would
It
he
turns out all
have
along
otherwise been successful?
Yeah.
Like if he would have let Shauna merge with the Virage embryo,
She would have
he
been
would have
like a crazy moon goddess.
and she would have just she would have murdered everybody.
Yeah, and him.
He kind
Maybe,
of stepped
or
on his
maybe
own
she
dick.
would
right?
have been
because
like,
he wants to...
Oh, actually, I don't want to murder everyone.
He wants to survive and be the new god. So he could have that could have happened, but he would not have gotten what he wanted, which was to be the god himself and to live forever.
No. He flew too close to the
Yep.
sun.
Yeah.
Like
It's like he doesn't
Odysseus.
even care about destroying the world.
Just like Odysseus
Just like
did.
Odysseus.
When his father Zeus flew him too close to the
Melbu
sun.
says that he is now the god of destruction, but a voice from off screen says, "A god? Don't make me laugh. It's Lloyd."
Cool. How?
Well, remember
Like,
when
how
he
did Lloyd
fell
get
to
here?
the ground? He didn't die.
Yes. Okay. But that doesn't explain anything because we had to fly a stingray to the moon. How did Lloyd get
It's
here?
back on Earth now.
He's been
He
flying
can
around
fly.
a lot, right?
He's a wingly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's on Earth.
I
Remember?
guess that's
And
true.
it's on Earth.
Yeah, I guess that's true too. All right, well, it's awesome. Lloyd's here and he's going to join the
He
party.
does kind of join the party. We get a scene of Dart and Lloyd together fighting Melbu. Lloyd fucks him up. And then he totally blasts him with a fucking Kamehameha wave, like a super fireball. It's pretty rad. Actually pretty rad. Mm-hmm. But then Melbu blasts him right through the chest with a big old beam attack, and Lloyd crashes to the ground. Dart rushes over to him, and Lloyd gives Dart the divine dragon spirit and the dragon buster. With that, Lloyd dies.
Cool.
Dart can take a moment here to talk to everyone if you want. Did you all talk to everyone? I talked to
course.
everyone but Miranda. Fuck Miranda.
I talked to everyone. Can you equip Rose with the Dragon Buster?
Yes. Yes,
Oh.
there you can.
I didn't have her in my party
It's
anyway.
not.
Whoa.
It is not. I thought it would be one.
Dart.
You know,
I tried to
weapon for
equip Dart and I couldn't,
It's
so
not.
I was just like,
It's
I guess
roses.
not.
But I didn't even have her in my
Mhm.
party because she's not that great.
I think she's
Yeah, I didn't use
pretty
her in
great,
the final
but
battle
I
either.
didn't use her either. I never wanted to see that level 3 darkness spell again.
Well, and it wouldn't. You know that's not going to work on the boss. It's an instant kill thing.
No. Instant kill moves should have like a secondary damage if they're not going to work on the boss. You know,
Yeah,
at
some
least do a
games
little
do
bit
that.
of damage.
Yeah, some games do that.
So
Well, I think that they all should, and I think it should be a law. And I'm going to launch it from my law launcher and make it
good
real.
idea.
All right.
We
You
rush
do-
into
oh, nope,
battle
not making
against
that
the
joke.
god of destruction, Melbu Frama. Dart gets a fucking rad final Dragoon form, plus a couple of, frankly, awesome new spells. It's pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like he's in a mech suit now
I love it.
with this divine dragon
It
power.
has 7 eyes.
Yep, he's got
Everything's a mech.
7 eyes. Everything's a mech in the final cutscene for some reason, but never
Yeah,
before
and,
that.
And in
Mhm.
no, remember the Super Virage was also kind of a mech.
I just thought it was a
Yeah, but-
weird looking monster.
It looked like a mech to me.
In the final
What was up with that
cutscene,
weird
we're
skeleton
shown.
thing?
You have to be more specific than that, my friend. Mr. Bones?
Oh, the
Yeah.
thing that's holding. Yeah. No, that thing at the end, the monster thing at the end.
That's Melbu Frama.
Smell blue from
The skeleton thing?
Well, I thought he was like, he's a skeleton for a bit, and then he turns into like 8. Well, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it right now because it's
Yeah.
time for the final
Yeah.
fight, and I'll just say that it takes forever. He has 4 forms and goes through 6 generations, and I don't know how to explain these. It's a bunch of visual fucking word salad. You figure it out.
Well, there's a couple of them are non-interactive. Like it goes from 2nd generation to 3rd generation.
Yeah, 4
real
of
fast.
these are transformations, and 2 of them are just like we didn't bother to do. Which thank God, because this legitimately took me like 2 hours.
Yeah. I like the one where it was like human history. That one was pretty
Yeah.
neat. There's
That's
one where like
I think
Generation
plants.
it's sort of.
Yeah, that's the last generation where he looks like a guy with a hat, or a toadstool.
I really was beating the shit out of him for the first before the
Yeah.
first transformation. And then he started
Well, what
transforming,
I
and I'd
like
blown my
here
load,
is-
and I was very.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't.
But
I
what I
never was in
like-
danger of dying, but I was like doing very little damage for long periods of time.
What I like with the design of this fight is he has a finite pool of hit points. So even if you do a lot of damage early on, that matters. Like it's not like it resets his hit points every time he changes. So I was happy about that. He always has like 42,000 hit points.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I think that what's going on with these is that it's showing like the evolution of the different seeds, being born.
I thought it was the evolution of the war.
Like
It's
the
the
first
evolution of the war.
generation
Yeah.
of seeds.
I liked
Yeah.
the transition. I think it's between 2nd and 3rd where like plants cover everything. That was really like
hmm
really good graphics for a PS1. Like, it's not pre-rendered. It's all in engine. It looked great. I thought it looked really good.
hmm But as for like why this is happening, I don't know. It just is.
I figured it was because it's the final evolution, so it's showing it starting from small to growing. But then why humans? Why human? Like it looked like Earth history.
Yeah, it did look like Earth history.
Yeah.
You see like
With, like,
frescoes
you get this
and
graphic
fucking
of, like,
Renaissance
Yeah,
paintings
it's
and stuff.
People, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of
embracing.
Egyptian
It-
stuff.
It's why did Soa even need to make like a Virage embryo to like kill everything? That's kind of a flaw in the design of the divine tree.
I feel like
you know?
it's setting up for a Legend of Dragoon 2 that never happened. Because I thought Soa was going to be the final boss, but he's not.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, nope, it's not Soa. You don't
Maybe
kill God
so
in
was
this one.
there. Maybe he was
Yeah,
like a bug.
weird to have a named deity in an RPG that you don't meet personally
And kill.
and kill.
This isn't a Yu Yevon situation.
Wasn't Yu Yevon like an egg?
Yeah, it was like a little bug, a little ball.
That's fun.
Little guy.
So yeah, his forms include like a weird like spaceship structure. It kind of looked like something from Mass Effect with a ball rotating it. And there was one, and that's the one which like shoots balls at you. And then there's Mushroom Hat Guy, which is the final form. I can't remember what the first two forms are. I just remember those last two. Vanessa, do you remember any of his other forms? I know it's been a month, but still.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm sorry.
That's the end.
That's the end. I was trying to give you guys some space to talk about the final boss. I don't have much else to say about it. It goes on and on and on. We fight it.
I
Yeah.
I did like doing the power down plus psycho bomb. That was really fun. I like slowing him down when he started getting a little too high on his own supply. Albert's do less damage move was really useful here.
Yeah, his
I did
defense
run
buff. That was really handy.
Yeah.
Just
I
in
ran out
general.
of like magic refills and angel prayers somehow. I guess I could have probably walked back to like the store before fighting him, but I took a chance and it paid off. I didn't have to do like a 10-minute walk.
Well, we all defeated him except for Jim, and we get a cutscene. Dart flies down to check on Shauna. Rose checks on Zeeg. Rose says, "I've been waiting for this moment." And Zeeg replies, "I've kept you waiting for so long." He looks super old, which I guess makes sense, but ugh. Melbu dies in a fire.
Like Sting. He looks like Gordon Sumner is exactly what he looks like. He has the spiky hair. He has his face. He looks exactly like Sting. Wait, is Gordon Sumner Sting's name or is that
I
Alf's
think
name?
it's
Gordon Sumner is Sting.
yeah. I knew it was Gordon something.
And who's Alf?
Gordon Shumway is Alf.
Shumway. Yeah.
Okay.
That's funny that you had to.
So he looks like
check
Alf.
that.
Yeah, he looks just like Alf. We get a whole voiced cutscene. This one made me wonder if if Dart's voice actor is also the Enchanted Arms voice actor, because he sounded so much like him.
Well, maybe.
I'll have to look that. I'll look that up while you guys talk.
There is an AI upscaled video of this cutscene that I had to watch because it's, to me at least, when I watched it, was just fucking visual noise. Like, I don't know. I didn't know what was happening. But I did watch an upscaled version of it and took some notes. So Melbu fucking flames out. He dies in a fire, but not really, because then he rises again. Rose tells Zeeg she'll never leave him again as Melbu blasts the group with energy. Rose and Zeeg fly together into Melbu Frama with the Dragon Buster. He finally dies, and the moon that never sets explodes. The party flies out of the moon's core as it blows apart around them. The moon implodes and then explodes, creating a giant mushroom cloud. And as Virage explode around us, Dart looks back and screams, "Rose, Father!" There were some more lines in there between Rose and Zeeg that I legitimately could not hear. Like, I don't know. They could have been saying anything. It could have been, maybe they were getting nasty.
Dart is
what I
carrying.
assume.
Yeah, Dart's carrying Shauna, which this whole game I've never gotten the impression that when they Dragoon they become giant, but apparently that is the case because Dart
turn
is
into
like
mechs.
twice as big as Shauna.
I think that for Dart it makes sense because the Divine
He's the
Dragon
Divine
looks
Dragon,
like a
yeah.
fucking big mech. But all of the rest of them in this final cutscene look like they're in big mechs as well, which they have never looked like. It's very dumb.
Yeah.
It's like a
I
different
thought it
artist fucking did this final cutscene.
I thought it was super cool, except the part where I
I
didn't.
don't mind them being like giant. Known that. I want to have known that before this point.
Yeah.
You know, don't give me a
But
twist reveal.
Rose and Zeeg die in the final, destruction of
Riddance to them,
Frama?
really. It's not
Yeah,
right to
yeah.
live so long.
And
wow.
then that's it. We get a little epilogue where we see. I actually didn't write all these down because like 3 of them were just nothing. But I wrote
Well,
down the
there's
ones
Kongal training with Haschel. That was
yes.
cute.
We cut to Rogue. We see Haschel teaching Kongal his martial arts style, and Kongal falls into the sea. Ha 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 ha.
Cute.
We see that Miranda is back in the Crystal Palace, bossing people around.
Wait. You're not talking about the interconnecting thread between all of these. We're following a bird.
Right.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not.
It's like
It
the
is.
bird through the feather in Forrest Gump where that falls down, you know?
Meru
Just
and
like
her
that.
fiance visit the town of Nolan. Someone drops a vase and Meru catches it and like, I don't know, does a dance and everyone claps. Like, who fucking cares? We see fireworks explode over Bale as Albert marries Emily. They walk out onto the balcony and the entire town is gathered to cheer them
Well,
on.
Nat, you assume that's Emily, but at this resolution, that could have been anybody.
No, it's Emily.
Yeah.
And then Dart visits Lavitz's mother one last time, and then later meets Shauna in whatever the starting town was called. And
Glorp.
we get credits. And then in
Yeah,
the
they're rebuilding
post-credits,
Glorp. And, is there post-credits? I didn't stay through.
We see 2 birds sitting on a tree branch, and below them, 2 dragon eggs, one red, one purple, incubate in the sand. Wow.
Wow.
Oh.
The fucking end, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. 9 episodes, 60 to 70 hours. Ugh.
Those spheres were eggs?
Yeah, I think it's the egg of Rose and Zeeg is what they're implying.
Oh, I thought it was the
they're-
dragons.
I thought it was the dragons.
The dragon eggs.
Oh, I guess that makes
Yeah.
sense. So, like, someone else.
Do
can
you
become
think
the
that
new
Rose was born
dragoons.
from an egg? Hang on, we got to interrogate this.
Well, everyone was because they're all children of Soga or whatever it's called.
Those are
And the
seeds.
seeds
Yeah,
of the
actually,
trees.
when I was
Mm-hmm.
when I was playing this and I got into the tree and I saw where that caterpillar came from, I was like, "Is this where all the babies come from?"
No, just like the start. And Matt, we all are
Just-
born from eggs. We're born from ovum.
Gross. Super gross.
It's true.
Don't use scientific terms.
I guess maybe the birds then were Zeke and Rose, like the red and black
I think the
birds.
birds
what I
were
thought.
Zeke and Rose. Also, just for the record, I was not born. I was
Just let 'em die
spat out of
already.
hell. You're very welcome, world. That's it. That is it. We did it. Vanessa, where are we? No? Johnny, where are we playing to next time in Final
No.
Fantasy 13?
Nope. Nope.
No.
Nope.
Where are we playing to next time in
What?
Final Fantasy 13?
Nope, we're not.
We're not playing Final Fantasy 13. It was all a trick. Thank fucking God. Woo!
We're not playing
What are we
Final
playing
Fantasy
instead?
13
Cyberpunk? Baldur's Gate
next
3?
time.
Oh.
Immediately.
Yeah. Listen up, Scoot Stains. Here's the deal. We were going to do Dispatch as a special Patreon bonus episode, but we like it so much, it has been elevated to one special one-off main episode.
I think it
next
should
week.
be 2 episodes.
2 special 2-off episodes over the next 2 weeks.
I made the
That
mistake
does
of
give me a little bit longer to
suggesting.
finish it.
I made the mistake of suggesting that we do a little bridge episode in between seasons, and these idiots decided that instead of doing that, we would squeeze a whole fucking other game into one episode.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
also
played,
while
like-
I was sleeping again.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's what you get for
Come on.
sleeping
Yeah.
during the day when
Well,
humans are awake, you fucking
I mean,
vampire.
I played like one chapter of Dispatch, and I was like, "What if we
Complimentary.
just made this the bridge episode?"
Yeah.
Because I was so immediately taken with it. It fucking
It
rips.
is
Yeah.
a fantastic. I'm 5 episodes into the 8-episode series, and I love it. I did
I just did
think
episode
this.
5.
We don't have to do it. I do think that it would work better as 2 episodes. I think that trying to get Jim and Johnny to jam the whole thing out in one week is a bad idea.
Yeah.
And I think there's plenty of story
I'm
for us to
5
do a
episodes
full
in.
thing on it.
I'm 5 episodes in.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I don't mind
But,
doing 2
I
episodes.
would-
didn't
I would
finish
appreciate more
Legend of
time.
Dragoon. Curious.
I
Yeah, that's true.
I don't mind it. Johnny, though, how do you feel?
How many episodes are there?
9?
Wow.
8.
Okay, I got a lot of dispatch.
They're really.
I'm gonna buy the
they're only
DLC
about
too, spoiler
45
alert.
minutes a piece. There's DLC. I'll be buying that.
I didn't
what is
know
the
there was
DLC?
Yeah, the
DLC.
DLC is. I think the DLC is actually on sale
Is it?
right
Is
now.
it more episodes?
It's like side stuff. I think there's 2. There's like an HR one, and then there's another one. I can't remember exactly what it is.
Well,
but
let's not commit to doing the DLC on the show. That's just for funsies. That's for us.
that's a plus.
I
Tell the
might play it
listeners they don't
again, 'cause
deserve
I
to hear
finished
about it.
So since we're doing like 2 weeks of it now, I'll just play it again.
Oh wait, maybe the DLC is incoming.
Yeah, that's what I said.
But there's digital comics, and then
I ain't
there's
reading
a
those.
soundtrack. Yeah. There's like it looks like a comic about like Phenomenon and Blonde Blazer's relationship. And one about Mecha Man, and one about that says Splash and the Last Bender. So there's some comic stuff. There's one about Punch Up and Carpe or whatever.
Okay, we're not reading
I do like
comics.
Punch Up. Yeah, not doing it. I do like
Yeah,
Punch
sorry.
Up. He's not the Johnny boyfriend of it, but he's cute.
He's the Johnny of it, very clearly.
Yeah, he's more the Johnny.
Yeah.
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 And also, he's played by Jacksepticeye. So next week, we're playing the first 4 episodes of Dispatch. Were you looking forward to Final Fantasy 13?
Yes.
Too bad. Let's talk about what we are squarely against in Legend of Dragoon. It's time for your final reviews, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to ask Jim to kick us off.
Let's see. I think what I am squarely against is, I'm roundly for the way all the lore kind of makes sense if you don't think about it too hard. Like everything kind of comes full circle, and I really wasn't super convinced of that. I think the thing that really like put a bow on it was Johnny's revelation about the butterfly species being represented in that like weird puzzle that we had to do way earlier in the game. I think that really like made it click for
I wonder
me.
what species that was and why it did not bloom like the other ones.
Got stuck.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
Got stuck in a
stuck.
toilet.
Stuck.
Like Final Fantasy 13.
Wow.
Johnny, what are you squarely against?
All right. So I think I'm squarely against just the amount of ideas in the last disc of the game, which is normally a thing I like, but you can feel like they had a Bible for this game, right? Like tons of stuff written out and stuff they wanted to put in, but it ended up being so rear loaded, like just so much story.
Yeah,
and
I think the
concepts.
pacing is bad.
Yeah, the third act, it's too bad because I think a lot of this stuff is really cool and could be done well if they, had given it time and had better writing, and especially the translation, because there's some really good ideas and there's some stuff I really want to investigate more. But I'm also, so that's a big problem with this chunker. With the game overall, is that a separate question, or can I answer this now?
You should answer it now, because at the end of
Okay.
every series, we do say if we're roundly for or
Yeah.
squarely against the game as a whole.
I'm squarely
Oh,
against
yeah.
this game just because I hated the combat so much. Like, I hated it. And I found it unpleasant to play, but I liked a lot of the ideas. I like that it had obviously they put a lot of work into creating this world and the mythology and stuff. It just feels unfinished and rushed. I would have liked to have seen this, be a couple of games, but I understand, not wanting to take that risk. And I know that they were planning on making a second one, but it got canceled. And overall, just only because the combat was so bad and the translation was so bad that I'm giving it squarely against. I found it a little unpleasant to play. I got really mad at that combat a lot. But I think there's some good ideas. Like there's character moments I really like and stuff, but I'm not going to call it a roundly, or, I forget what we call the middle one, because I'm going to take a stance and be squarely against. What about Matt?
Triangularly neutral is what you're looking
That's
for.
it. Yeah.
The rarely used. I'm I am roundly for Legend of Dragoon. It is extremely flawed, and I don't think I would recommend it to anybody other than like hardcore classic JRPG fans. But if that's you, this is a good game. It's got a terrible translation that is laughably bad, but it's not so bad that you can't mostly understand the meaning behind the words. It's super slow, but so are a lot of games of that era. It's really ugly, but it's a PS1 game. It's got some nice qualities to it. I love their stupid little flat faces in the cutscenes. And overall, I was mostly excited to play. I was getting ahead every week. I had to kind of stop myself from getting too far ahead. Unlike Vanessa, I personally, just for my own, I've said this before, for myself, I in the last few years try to keep up with the chunkers, because otherwise I get too far ahead and then I either lose interest or forget what the fuck was going on. But the combat did the what was it called? The addition system. It did suck. The fact that I played the PlayStation Classic version that allowed me to rewind a lot of this definitely made it a lot smoother. Like, unlike Johnny, I was able to practice these basically as soon as I got them, as much as I wanted until I got them down. So I very quickly would pick them up. It was funny at the end of the game with those solo scenes. Some of these characters I had not leveled up in so long that Kongol still had a level 1 addition, and I hadn't used Dart or Rose in so long that they were still stuck on their like level 4 additions, which at the time
used Dart.
Albert and Rose. But at the time I remember being like, wow, boy, these are hard. And then I had to go back and do them again at the end of the game in these final like little battles. And they were so easy. I fucking 100%ed Albert's without a single rewind his entire fight. It was so easy. And I remember when I got that, I was like, this is fucking impossible. So they do get hard enough. You get good enough as you do them with practice to they get harder and harder. You do them. I had in the middle of the final boss fight, I had a big run of like 30 minutes where I could not land a fucking full edition that I was like ready to throw my fucking my controller through the TV.
I was going to say, I bet you wanted to fucking rage.
It was tough. I finally hit the point where I was just like, just let it go. You're just not getting this one. Particularly that counter function where sometimes it'll make you hit circle instead of X, which I didn't have a problem with most of the time. But in these late game editions, particularly the final editions, they're so fast and there are so many that sometimes you literally just cannot complete the edition. Even if you get the counter on time, the next one comes faster than you can possibly hit the button. And it is fucking frustrating. But overall, like, I did enjoy this game and I am roundly for it. And I felt like the story tied itself together. Well, there was so many hanging plot threads as we got into the end of the game that I was kind of like, no fucking way. This is going to be a mess. And really, it does all come together. It all makes sense. It's dumb, but it makes sense. So roundly 4. Vanessa, you finished this game a month ago.
Yeah.
So I assume you
I did
hate
get
it.
sick and I was sort of bedbound. And so I played a lot of this game a month ago. It's okay. I liked the nonsense. It was very JRPG in sort of the fun way of like things just being ridiculous. I enjoyed that. It's so ugly. It's my least favorite genre, the PlayStation 1 graphic. Everyone looks like a Playmobil character.
Yep.
Particularly
playing it on modern, high resolution, large screens.
Yeah.
These things look like shit.
I mean,
I said it not to interrupt you, but I said it several times to interrupt you. I said it several times that these cutscenes, even the cutscenes, they were unintelligible garbage on the screen. I could not tell what was happening.
Yeah. Everything just looks like a blob. I think I agree with Matt in that, like, if you are a true JRPG fan, if you are interested in the history of JRPGs, if you like the genre, if you have patience and tolerance, then you could probably do worse than this game. But for like any kind of just casual gamer, you're not really going to have a good time with this. It's too much. It's too slow. In the last fight, I like by the time I defeated Melbu Frama and got the cutscene, I didn't understand what was happening because I'd been fighting him for so long. So I was like, why, what is happening? Something different is happening. And I realized, oh, I beat him because it does that like smooth transition into the cutscene.
That fight is so fucking long.
It's so long and it's not interesting. You know, it like he changes form, but there's no real tactic change. Sometimes he spits out little buddies. Sometimes he doesn't. But yeah.
Was he the one, or was it earlier in the game? Was he I think it's the final fight where he'll just, did you get the thing where he'll turn one of your party members into like a goblin or something?
Oh yeah, that was really strange. He does. He at one point
it still works for you. It'll attack and it'll heal your whole fucking party to full health.
Huh.
It can't turn into a dragoon, but I guess that's the only issue with it.
I had them where it's like sucks them into a little view hole.
Oh yeah,
in its like mech thing, and then spits it out at the other guy. That was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm. So it does different things, but it doesn't play in any kind of different way that keeps it engaging. It felt long just for the sake of being long, and that's how a lot of these fights felt. You know, it doesn't work with modern sensibilities.
Do you think this is the longest like boss battle we've had in one of these?
It felt like
that Rogue Galaxy one was really long too.
Oh yeah,
with like the ship and everything.
Thing? Yeah.
It's up there though. It's definitely one of the top ones.
Yeah, it might be. It might be the longest final boss fight. Go ahead. It's you're squarely against.
I'm flatly 4, you know, like I think overall I'm on the 4 side, but not enough to roll myself into a little ball and roll around in excitement over this game. You know, it's just like a yes, okay.
One unenthusiastic thumbs up.
It's one of those games where like 3 months from now, when we talk about the games we've played for the show, I'm not going to remember what happened in it or who the characters were or anything else about it. There's a lump of JRPGs that when I think about like the games we've played, there's the good ones, there's the bad ones, and then in the middle there's just this lump. And they're all kind of samey.
What else is in I think we called the lump the Grandia pile.
Yeah, it's the Grandia pile. It's the
which is a Johnny Coin term.
It's the Lost Odyssey pile. It's the
no
Dragon Quest IV pile. It's the
I don't think you played that game.
Quest 4.
It's
and we only played
the
5.
You're thinking
Rogue
Breath of
Galaxy
Fire
pile.
3, I think.
It's oh yeah,
Rogue
that's
Galaxy
what I'm
was
thinking
so
of.
bad.
It's the what else is in there? See, I don't even know because I can't remember. I can't remember.
'cause Sonic was
I
bad.
forgot we played entirely.
Yeah, Sonic is not. Sonic's in the Bard's Tale.
Yeah,
like,
Sonic
trash.
the Bard's Tale, Enchanted Arms. Those are the ones that belong in the dumpster.
Whoa.
What?
I liked Enchanted Arms.
No, I don't know what's wrong with you. Go see a
I like the
therapist.
PS.
Yeah, I wish
You're
I could
so
think of more
gone.
examples, but you know, it's proving my point that I cannot remember these games.
Yeah.
They're just there. They're fine.
There's so many of them too. Like if you look at how many games we played for the show, there's so many that are just kind of just get lumped together.
Yep. It goes in the Grandia pile. But I'm glad I played
In
it.
the Grandia pile.
It makes me feel like a little bit legitimized in being a JRPG fan, if that's what you want to think of me as. So, yeah, I'm glad I played it. You will be glad too if, again, you're sort of just interested in the genre and the history of it as a whole.
I
Legend
did
of
really like
Dragoon.
the
It's fine.
I like the PS1 graphics. I liked the crazy, like they did such a good job with PS1. I thought, like, not as good as Vagrant Story, but it was up there. I
Oh,
think
that's
they-
another one in the
Final
middle of
Fantasy
the
VII
come
pile.
out on the
Vagrant
fucking
Story.
PS1?
Yeah, I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Do you think that the Grandia pile exists not because the games are themselves very bland, but because the good ones are so good? Do you think it's mostly like the curve getting fucked up because the ones that are at the top are just like some of the best examples of just video games?
for
Like
sure.
we played some really good games too.
Yeah. They're not bad if they're in the middle, you know? They, again, like this game did
Yeah.
not make me angry to have played it. That's happened a few times on the show. So it's,
Yeah,
I'm
maybe
still
that's
angry about
something we should clear
Enchanted
up.
Arms.
The Grandia pile, the Grandia pile's not bad.
Oh.
It's just like it's where a lot of just Game Arts games lives. It's a Game Arts game shelf.
yeah,
I have a kind of a final question for you all. If you're done, Vanessa,
I am.
who was your
I'm
favorite
done,
character in this
Vanessa.
game?
Ooh, easy. Meru. She's the best. She's an amazing character. I like her spunky attitude. I like that she's really good at dancing. I liked her healing
not.
powers. I liked that she had her hammer that she could smack people with. I liked
We
her
don't see
love
her
of
be really good at dancing
humanity.
until the epilogue cutscene of the game.
Meru is the best. And my favorite thing about Meru is how angry she made Matt. Meru, thanks for your service.
I don't think she made me angry. We don't see her dance once until the final epilogue of the game when she like
She
catches
can.
that pot or whatever.
She can dance with Dart at that party before
Oh,
he
you're
goes
right.
and talks to Shanna.
You got me there.
Who's
She
your
dances
favorite
around.
character, Matt?
I loved Rose, and not just because she was a hot emo elf. I liked Rose's story in this game a lot. As fucked up as it was, and not to sound like an edgelord that's like, yeah, I should kill the baby. Like, I really liked the whole, like, I lived for 10,000 years stopping this apocalypse. And
She was the most interesting character.
she
Yeah,
had the
that's
most
true.
interesting story by like a long shot. And I think Ron wrote in earlier in the series and talked about how much he loved Rose. And I was kind of like, really? And I got to say, like, by the end of the game, yeah, Rose is fucking awesome. What about you, Johnny?
I'm sorry,
go ahead.
Matt, to interrupt you, but you know what? I'm not because you interrupted me before.
Yeah, interrupt me.
I
I love being interrupted. Not when I'm reading
I
a quest log.
did-
I hate that, but
like a couple of things this game did a lot. One thing I liked is that it allowed Dart and Shauna to have an actual romance without some weird love triangle thing and just be sort of in a relatively healthy
It hinted at
relationship
it.
once he got over the. Yeah, they hinted at it, but they never
And
like.
everyone being very supportive.
Yeah, and I enjoyed that as well. And I did like.
remember the first
that
20
they-
hours of this game when he was the worst?
He was awful. I think of her as a little sister. And I liked that they didn't drag out like, oh, Rose is such a monster. I can't believe she did this. I'll never forgive her. Like, they got to forgiving Rose really quickly. It's like they
That's a
actually
great
listened
point.
to her and understood what she did and why she did it. And so many, not just video games,
that's a
but
good
like
point.
shows, books, everything will kind of go through. They just never have the conversation, right? They never like think about why it happened or even try to understand. So I really enjoyed
Yeah.
that about this.
Yeah. And it's I think it's to this game's like benefit too, or the character's benefit, that it wasn't even, you never even saw like a negative reaction. Like their default
Yeah.
reaction was just to be like, okay, like she's in our party, what does this mean for everyone? You know?
Johnny.
Cosma, the waitress who like dealt in
Oh,
gossip,
yeah.
was my favorite character. She was so cool, and she had stuff to say about everybody. She helps forward the plot twice, which is great, and I'm roundly for her. She's the best part of the game. What about you, Jim?
I can't believe nobody said it, but Lavit Slamber.
Yeah.
He dies. So
He dies.
One of
He
the
dies too early.
all-time best video game characters. He's the perfect man. He's loyal to his king. He is the like textbook dictionary definition example of a loyal knight. He is chivalrous. He is supportive of his friends. He loves to bro out.
He loves his mom.
He encourages. He fucking loves his mom. He encourages Shanna to be the best wife she can be.
That's what she wants to be, so that's good.
I know. He's eternally supportive. Lavit Slambert, R.I.P. You were a real
It
one.
was a bummer that
love
he
you.
died so early, or really at all. They could have killed, I don't know, let's say Shauna.
And they wrote her out of the party.
Don't fucking introduce Albert. You don't. He's basically the king version of Lavit Slambert.
Albert is so fucking boring compared to Lavit Slambert that it's a real
Yes, thank
fucking
you.
pop. It's a real rain on the parade. It really pops the bubble of that part of the game. I did love the bro out relationship that he and Dart had. They just meet and they're like, buddy, and they just fucking like high five and then they go on an adventure, and I fucking liked it a lot. And then they killed him. It was a real bummer.
You got that, but
Should have
like
killed Albert.
it was. I won't say it's worth it, but you did get that great like Lavit's death scene where Dart is holding him and there's just so much melodrama.
And I
It's
loved
just
that they
so
got to have a
good.
fucking little bro moment at the end of the game.
With
Even if it
Albert
was
in there
sad.
too as the third wheel.
For real though, they should have killed Albert. He was a fucking wet blanket, and Lavitz was so great. All right. Hey, that is Legend of Dragoon. We did it, and we don't ever have to talk about it again.
Yay!
We probably won't
We've been
remember
going
it.
for
Yeah.
2.5 hours, so it's time for us to level up, and I'm just going to make the suggestion. You don't have to listen to me. I think we should keep it quick, and I'm going to start us off.
Yep.
I watched Obsession. It was fucking great. What a great horror movie. What an absolute banger. We are in a renaissance of amazing horror right now. Weapons, Sinners. Honestly, I'm reevaluating Barbarian. I want to watch it again. I think I like that movie more than I
Barbarian
realized.
fucking rips. It's really good.
But Obsession just, I think, does such an incredible job. Indra Navarrete, is that it?
Inda Navarrete. I believe.
Absolutely just captures the fucking whole movie. The main character, Bear, I hated him, but like in a good movie way, you know? He annoyed me and I didn't like him from the start, but that was okay.
He's one of those characters that like is likable but keeps making decisions that you just fucking hate.
I didn't think he was likable at all.
You
I
know?
couldn't stand him. From the minute he showed up on screen, I was like, wash your hair, you're in a movie.
Yeah, he's crazy. Those Gen Z kids.
I thought that I was not sure what to expect. I heard so much about that movie before I saw it, and without spoiling anything, I'll say that I thought it did a great job walking a line of the main character, which is Bear, being the protagonist, but not the hero, and also not the victim. Like what he does is unforgivable, but also kind of understandable. Because what sparks the whole thing off is just him doing something stupid that, frankly, I think any one of us could find ourselves doing. Maybe not that exact situation, but like, you know, you have to I was talking to somebody about this. You have to approach stuff like this. Like these people live in the real world, and he has no concept that what he's doing is going to work.
Yeah, he just does a throwaway
Scared of
thing.
spoilers.
Like in it. Yeah.
Well, it's
Sorry.
fine. And
That's kind of the whole premise of
it
the
is
movie.
kind of the whole purpose. Well, I didn't say what it was, but the whole point is that he doesn't he's not a monster for like doing the thing he does. But then as the movie creeps on, you know, there is a monster, but also there's him there the whole time, like just being a monster. And it really fucking works. I thought it was brilliant. And yeah, Obsession. What a movie. Go see it. I heard a lot of weird stuff about it. I heard a lot of like people said it was like too much and all this stuff. I didn't think it was any of that. It was fucking amazing. And that's it for me. What about you, Jim?
I went and saw The Odyssey today. The new Christopher Nolan 3-hour epic.
How many times did you pee?
Yeah.
I peed right before, and I did not have to pee during the movie.
Wow.
And which is crazy because before I left the house, I drank 2 bottles of water, like my thing, like my water bottle. I drank 2 of those, and I had like half of a extra large drink at the theater, like while we were getting seat. It's really hot here right now, so like the theater was pretty hot, and so like I had a lot to drink before the movie even started, but I did not get up once.
Wow.
Because
I
you
thought
were
it was
locked
a
in?
super engaging movie. I was locked in. The movie fucking looks amazing. Like every shot looks incredible. Every single performance is fantastic. It's crazy because there's so many characters in it, but it feels like every one of them is memorable in like their own unique way. Which like really speaks to the casting, which I know is like, if you're like a fucking internet chode, you're really mad about. But like, if you think about it, like every performance works, like every single one. I thought like most of the effects were good, but I guess my only knock against it is it's so long. It's like it kind of loses that like big adventure movie magic, you know? And everything's presented as being so grounded, and some stuff that like when I first read the Odyssey stood out as being like especially like epic and memorable, felt like it got like kind of didn't get the treatment that I gave it in my mind, which like is not necessarily a knock on the movie, just a knock on how I experienced it, I guess. But all in all, like it was super good. That being said, I did take my two 16-year-old daughters, and their verdict after the movie was there were too many men doing men stuff. So, and that is, I guess, true, because that is kind of the whole thing about the Odyssey. It's a guy doing a lot of guy stuff. But it was pretty good. Also, like, I was pretty taken with Tom Holland. He's kind of the thing I was most skeptical about, was Tom Holland's performance, because he is using dad and mom a lot, and like he's like a weird like big man kid. Like and like it's just weird. It mostly worked for me until the end, when he's in his full like regalia, like and I was like, oh, he looks stupid. Like he looks like a little kid playing dress up. Mostly works in every scene except for that one. But yeah, all in all, really good. I liked it a lot. I'm glad I saw it in IMAX. I feel like it was worth it to go see it in IMAX because that's how it was filmed. And yeah, it was a really cool movie going experience. Johnny, how did you level up?
I leveled up we talked about it the day I got Cat, but now like Cat is settling in. He was sitting next to me on a chair. Well, not next to me, but on a chair. Like,
you did rename him.
I renamed him. His name is Orson now.
Oh my God! What?
Yeah, his name is Orson, and he's very cute.
After Orson Scott Card,
no,
famous author.
There's two Orsons I was thinking of: Wells and the pig from U.S. Acres. And he is slowly getting more comfortable here, and it's really cute. Like watching him grow and get less scared every day. And he did get scared by a vacuum today, but yeah, I had to vacuum.
Vacuums
I can't not vacuum. Yeah, he was. So I gave him treats after, so he felt better. He's very food motivated. I showed you guys me feeding him and how food motivated that cat is. Because he will, follow everywhere. He follows me around if I am carrying food, and he has his meow is the tiniest meow. Even though he's a big cat, his meow is like meow, meow, meow. It's so cute. Because he was a street cat, right? So he's not socialized yet. He's still learning, like, not to bite if I pet him because he gets too overstimulated. And it's not a hard don't do this bite. It's like he goes. It's cute.
That's how the Chungus like still does that sometimes. And I got her. She was definitely like a street shelter cat.
Yeah. But he's cute. He's just a little overstimulated. He's learning all about things like the facts of life and how to live in a house with a toilet that flushes. Exactly.
Toilet flush.
Well, congratulations to you, Johnny, and your happy new cat.
Yeah, I'm glad he's settling in. It's been 2 weeks. And otherwise, I finished season 3 of Animal Control. That's all they have. I think they're doing a 4th season. That show's pretty fun. I think it gets better. I think the 3rd season's by far the best season. There's a lot of new angles. It kind of goes in and it focuses on characters who were more in the background in the first 2 seasons. And in a way that really works. And it moves to some new areas that are pretty fun. I think Matt would enjoy this Animal Control. Something like 9 episodes for season 3.
That's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Vanessa, did you level up yet? How did you level up, Vanessa?
I'll tell you. I played a video game called Call of the Elder Gods.
Ooh, tell me about it. Did you finish it?
I did. It's a sequel to Call of the Sea. So if you played that, it's more of the same. It is a puzzle game, like a puzzle adventure game, point and click, old school. The puzzles I found were pretty difficult. I was really impressed, actually, with some of them. There's some difficult logic puzzles, some kind of mastermind type things. There's a whole sequence where you have to use an Enigma machine and kind of figure out how those work. It was good. It has the same sort of vague ties to Lovecraftian themes, but it's a little
Cthulhu mythos.
the Cthulhu mythos, but as with the first one, it's a little bit more positive than a lot of Lovecraft's work. But it does reference what's the university? Misha Gugula.
Miskatonic.
Yeah, Skatonic University and things like that. I liked it. I think if you at all like puzzle games, then it's worth picking up. And there aren't as many of those made as there used to be, and it's on Game Pass right now too. So it's a easy play. It's like 7 or 8 hours or something like that. Take the Vanessa challenge. See if you can do better than I did. I used 1 hint. No, wait. I used 2 hints. But it does. It does give you hints for every chapter, so don't be afraid that you're going to get stuck. You'll be able to find your way through. I never had to go onto the internet and look up how to do something. And what else did I do? I started watching one of Matt's darling shows, Maximum Pleasure Guaranteed. And I've been enjoying that. And I started watching season 22 of Project Runway. And I have not been enjoying it because, as with last season, they have made that show a total piece of shit. It's sad to see. But it's just, they really are leaning into making it about catty personalities, and they barely show any clothing construction or anything like that. It just has turned into bitching about each other, and they do weird things like having designers vote for each other as to who stays, which has never been what the show's about. It's always been about.
Does it still have Tim Gunn?
No, he's not involved anymore. So it doesn't have his kind of positive energy. I don't think he'd let any of what's going on happen under his watch. It has Tyra Banks as a permanent judge now, and La Roche, who is Zendaya's stylist, famously, and both of them are sort of famously mean, catty people. And Tyra is maybe a little bit more subdued than LaRoche, but LaRoche, his whole thing seems to be finding ways to get zingers across on the designers, and it's that's not what anyone wants to see in these kind of shows. It feels very old-fashioned. It feels like they haven't moved on from the early 2000s, but even in the early 2000s, Project Runway was never like that. But people these days, we're watching Bake Off. We're watching The Great Sewing Bee. We want positivity. We want people supporting each other. And
wasn't there a documentary about that show recently where it talked to some of the ex producers and stuff?
Yeah, there was some weird stuff that went down. There's a whole articles out there about.
There's a whole thing where Tyra Banks, like, she fired a bunch of people unceremoniously, right? And then
Oh yeah, that was America's
the show like
Next
really
Top
changed
Model.
after that.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, that was a different
yeah.
thing.
That was a
Okay.
different show. But there were some sort of behind the scenes stuff that has come out about Project Runway, about the way contracts were handled and things like that didn't seem good. So it's disappointing. And the weirdest thing is that they're airing this show weekly, like old school TV show, but they're ending each episode on a cliffhanger and not telling us who's eliminated each time until the next week's episode, which is
That's fucking
it's
annoying.
really annoying. And it's something that they do on like The Traitors and other shows that are made for binging. But in those cases, you can move on to the next show right away. But it doesn't make sense for Project Runway. It's like if every episode of Top Chef ended with like, and we'll find out next week who gets eliminated. It's like,
Or like if every episode of like Law and Order ended with like you don't know the verdict until the next
until
episode.
next episode. And then like each episode starts with the verdict from last episode. Yeah, it's just it's not good, and it's sad to see because that show has been on for so long and was such a phenomenon when it started. They obviously have had their problems, but it felt like a show that had made improvements over the years, and then now it's just I don't even know what it is. I don't know if it's trying to be Drag Race or what it's trying to be, but it's not working. And
Drag Race right around season 10 decided to be all about like the sad stories of everybody instead of the craft of like the workroom used to be about showing the work they did.
right.
And then it became like someone trying to get an Emmy moment, like crying and talking about a horrible thing that's happened to them. And I just didn't like that because it's so like queer narratives are so much about trauma and stuff. And I just liked like positivity, like let's do this, let's make a thing, let's see how talented you are.
Yeah.
I like that element. And I find like wallowing in the trauma is just sad.
Yeah. Another thing that Project Runway is doing now is, how like on The Bachelorette, it will have like snarky captions when people are doing their testimonials.
No.
Like not captions, but like it will have the person's name and then underneath it say something about them.
Like the Chiron.
Yeah,
thing.
and the Chiron. So they're doing that on Project Runway now. So it's like, I don't know, it changes all the time. And it's some new snarky comment about what the people are saying. And it doesn't feel like Project Runway. I don't know what show it is, but I don't know if I'll keep watching it.
That like post-editing Chiron like snarkiness always felt so like bitchy.
Yeah, and it feels like you
because like
you didn't capture enough in the actual footage or the show to make something viewable. So they're like, oh, we have to add this.
It's always one of those things that's it's always just like a function of deceptive editing too,
Yeah.
right? Like it's just like to reinforce how they're editing people on the show.
Texas Joe made me watch a show about like people making dinner for each other, and it's got this narrator making fun of them, being like, "Oh, I guess she doesn't know how to cook that.
Come dine
that
with
is
me."
The
Asshole.
worst. Yes, it's terrible, terrible. Sorry, Texas Joe.
Did he make you watch the famous episode where the guy loses his shit
No.
and like says that he hopes the
What show
woman
is
has a
this?
horrible life? It's a British show called Come Dine With Me, where like 4 people go to each other's houses and cook dinner for
It was
each
the
other.
Canadian version.
It's always a very strange
there's
show
a
too,
Canadian
because
version?
these people are always like trying to cook something they've never cooked before. So they're like, "What are you making for dinner?" And they're like, "Beef Wellington."
So they're fucking stressed out.
Yeah, but they don't have to. Like that
would stress me out.
Theoretically, they could cook something they've cooked before, but it seems like they just never do. I don't know if they choose
It's
people
like
who
someone
can't
was-
cook.
If you what would you guys cook if you were in that situation?
That's a great
like what would be the
question.
thing you would just want to cook?
Meatloaf.
Oh, good answer.
Maybe like a salmon. I'm pretty good at salmon.
Well, I'm sure the producers are telling them to cook something outrageous. They're
Yeah.
like, no, that's boring. Yeah, so
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
it's probably
for
not
sure.
their choice
Yeah,
to cook something over the top.
I have a recipe for a very good moist chocolate cake. I'd probably serve that up for my dessert.
Ooh.
I haven't made that in a long time. It's made with coffee and chocolate. Then you put a little oil in it to keep it moist, and it's so juicy cake.
Ooh, that does sound
Matt
good.
Matt looks like when you guys talk about comics, how I look.
hmm
What if I
Matt
just
is
left now?
upset because
Can I
he
go?
wanted to keep. You know
I'm
what?
done.
I object. I object to you saying let's keep it short and then talking even longer than I have even talked. And now
Not even
you're rolling
fucking
your eyes
close.
at me.
Not even remotely close.
You know what? We'll go to the tape and we'll see.
We will.
I think it's gonna be like a photo finish.
I don't think so.
Johnny,
I think
how
Matt
did
was
you
pretty
level up?
short. Cat. I think Matt was pretty short today.
Yeah.
I agree.
Cat. All right, yeah, we can move on. So that's it for this episode of Square Roots. If you would like to hear more about all the great bonus content that we do, by the way, I think we said we're going to do Dispatch as the bridge episodes.
Yeah.
But we never talked about what the actual bonus is going to be. We're going to watch Casino Royale.
Yeah, my dream's gonna come
Talk about it.
true.
Vanessa's dream is finally
Yeah,
coming true.
we are going to do a live commentary track for Casino Royale starring
Oh, it's
Daniel
not a
Craig.
review, it's a live commentary.
Yeah.
We
It's a-
want to watch.
We're
Jim
like
watch
we're
it.
watching the movie, right?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
our plan.
Yeah, that like okay, yeah.
I guess. I don't know. I
Live
was sleeping.
commentary track for Casino Royale starring Daniel Craig as James Bond.
Jim, this will be
Can we
the
do it?
second.
You're gonna fucking watch this movie and then you're gonna go nuts and watch all 8 of those.
Yeah, because this is Jim's second ever James Bond movie. His first one was our watch along we did of GoldenEye,
Yeah.
which
Yeah, that's true.
And it's-
like I haven't seen it's never been just a thing that I've ever done is watched a James Bond movie.
and his
you know?
third one is going to be A View to a Kill.
that's right. And then
That's the bad one,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, there's
It's
a
an
lot of bad ones,
amazing
but that
one.
one's pretty bad.
It's amazing.
Half
You're
of the
going to love
movie
it.
is James Bond under the
Horse racing.
assumed name St. John St. John. It was racing at a ranch or some shit, talking about horses. There's a butterfly dance that's insane.
Oh, God. You're going to love it, Jim. I can't wait.
Oh man, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Well, you can look forward to that on our Patreon. You can get that at the $3
We're a James Bond
tier.
podcast now.
At the $5 tier, you get access to that, plus the ability to vote on games that we play on the show. The next game after Dispatch, after Final Fantasy 13, will be a vote game. So, look forward to that.
Mhm.
But do it now so you can make sure to do it later.
Yeah, so you won't-
don't wait to do
Yeah.
it.
So you won't miss it. You'll get your chance.
Yeah. You won't even have to think about it.
Yeah.
Another benefit of being a patron, no matter what tier you subscribe at, is we like to personally thank some of you on the show every episode. And I'm going to start this week by thanking Bree Girth, a dyslexic JRPG hero killed my dog. David Houston, Hat Ben, the Ben with the hat, Keysby Knight, Ed Franco, my other car is Tifa's boobs, Crystal, Hayden Neff, and Tracy.
I'd like to thank Mike, formerly powered by AI, Matt Jorgensen, Magpie Juju, Wishbone is Gay, Loafing Around, David Shook, Sergeant Spaghetti, Sexy Grandma's Retirement Home, Robert T., and John Scala.
This one should be Vanessa's.
And I'd like to thank Florian Jonas Kramer, Samu Mitchell, Nawford, Johnny Five Alive, Doom Train, Dr. Fine Say Everyone's Name, Slammerin Diaz, Tracy the
Ooh.
Borg Queen, John B. Quaker Oatman, and Vanessa's mom is the 108th fruit. Positive.
I'd like to thank Isaac Wright, Lexa Varial, Amanda Pyers, Andy M, Militant Decency, Seth G, Volcano, Jay Bird, David Arnold, and Star Healer. Matt's fallen asleep.
All right, that's it for this episode of Square Roots. If you'd like to send us an email to have read on the show, we're at squarerootspodcast@gmail.com. Find us on Blue Sky at squarerootspod.bsky.social or email us and we'll send you a link to our Discord channel.
Is Matt dead?
Yes.
Oh, it just looked really weird for a second. Send us
Dead tired.
Send us please rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, YouTube Podcasts, Spotify, Ghana, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Thanks, Stephen Morris for our Square's theme. You can find Stephen on YouTube. Links in the show notes.
All right, for Square Roots, I'm Jim Banks.
I'm Matthew Van Zant, and I'm alive.
I'm Daddy Brandon.
And I'm Vanessa. Bye.
Bye.
3 hours. Oh, this is a Johnny edit too.
Sisters of the
Johnny,
Silent
Johnny, we
Hill
can hear
I
you
could
cutting
hear
your
it, too.
fingernails.
remake.
What? No, you
Clap.
Just
can't.
because you're not on camera does not mean we can't hear that. Ooh, I like that the camera's panning over to Jim. Jim, what are you doing?
Did it pan over to my
Yeah,
butt?
it did.
Clean it up a little bit.
Vanessa hates it when we talk about camera pans. But it's just because she's angry that her camera won't do it.
And butts. It would do it. It would do it if I turned it on. It would do it.
Probably wouldn't.